It's time for the spawning and dying. That's fantastic. Anyways, it's the Xbox No Red Line stream. What does that mean? Well, we're gonna dive into it, but this is basically the official end of any exclusivity for Xbox in the slightest ever going forward. It's over. Anyways, be sure to like the video. Oh, that's a bot. Subscribing's great. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifted the Patreon option and the Discord for stream alerts. There's also that Amazon store affiliate link. For anything you're grabbing on Amazon, link in the video description. Ah, damn. I got 91% damage. Considering I missed that first shot, that's not bad at all. I might have had that guy. One more shot, I would have had him, actually. So it's another one of those days, another one of those death of Xbox streams. AKA the best excuse to sit here and play Gears of War that exists. I don't know, maybe we'll play a different game too today. You know, I guess these death of Xbox streams, they're not necessarily beheld Gears, are they? I don't like switching games, but yeah, I guess we could enjoy Halo and COD and all that. The hilarious irony of them finally buying the companies to compete and Xbox just flailing and giving up. I've never seen a company scorch their... Well, I have, but... In gaming, I don't think I've seen a company scorch their user base that many times in 1 year, or literally go on, like, this much of a scorched earth tour of just, like, absolutely destroying their user base. It's magnificent. Their PR is just horrendous for Xbox. like it's... Oh my god, it's just like... Why did Phil Spencer even need to do an interview today saying there's no red line? Nobody asked him to do an interview. Guy just comes out and he's like, fuck it, you know what guys? It's over for Xbox. Stop buying consoles. Yeah. Oh, it's great financially if you don't want to have a console. So again, like I've been saying for the whole year, it's not just 4 games. Age of Empires is January, I think. And, yeah, I believe Gears E-Day will be a day 1 release for PlayStation. That's how they're preparing people for eventually Gears 6. They're going to onboard people with a prequel entry in the franchise. And then, yeah, Halo could head over there. It will when they start remaking the games. I don't think they'll do MCC, though, because it's, like, a little spaghetti-coated, but they very well could, and, yeah. So it's Age of Empires, I think, will be the next one. They should announce it. I believe the Game Awards will probably give some announcements for Xbox games moving over to PlayStation, and maybe the Switch as well. Yeah. Because, yeah, nothing is off the table anymore, which has been long theorized, but a lot of hardcore Xbox fans just really didn't want to believe it. Or they thought that there would be some level of exclusivity, but, yeah, Phil Spencer was pretty blatant today. I mean, I do wish they would kind of do the respectful thing and just bow out of the industry like, you know, Sega did, but yeah, not really honorable, I suppose. Anyways, that's kind of the thing. He just literally, he did a Brandon Bloomberg interview today, and he was just like, you know, that's it, no red line, there's no exclusive that they won't put on another platform. There will be no original exclusives for the Xbox platform going forward. Don't expect any. And, yeah, apparently he's got some more interviews that he's been doing, and they're just, trickling out all this information. You're going to hear more over the coming weeks, as well, because there's other news sites that have, exclusive quote-unquote interviews with him, so he's going to be revealing more information about the platform. They paused their mobile store because they don't know what they're doing, because Xbox never knows what they're doing. And they're trying to expand into Asia, because PlayStation has been locking all of these great contracts in Asia, and they want to get in there. I guess we were supposed to completely forget that they did have, you know, a Japanese studio, which was Tango Gameworks, that they got rid of. But yeah, they're still going to break into Asia. It sounds like Sega is probably going to be the likely target. Because, you know, when you're third party, you can kind of like, you know, buy anything now that they've got the Trump administration coming in, it's going to be a lot easier for them to buy additional publishers and everything like that. With the big hurdles being like the EU, but we'll have to wait and see how bad that is in regards to them being able to purchase companies like that. Kind of fascinating. So how are you guys all thinking about this? The death of Xbox. It's been a long, stretched out death. Long. I mean, why would you, well, PlayStation will stop their exclusives? Why would PlayStation stop their exclusives? PlayStation likes to have a successful console. You don't have a successful console without exclusives. I mean, Christ, they're selling like games and art. They're not selling Microsoft Office. You know what I mean? It's like that's the funny thing is like Xbox and Microsoft, they treat games like it's Office, like it's, you know, just basic generic software. They're stupid. They're seeking short-sighted gains and pissing away their future potential competitive angle for a console. Like, they finally have enough developers and publishers, and now instead of, you know, actually having a successful walled garden that they can make tons of money off of, they're pissing it away just to make some short-term games. It's kind of hilarious. But no, PlayStation's not going to get rid of exclusives. Why would they do that? It's the dumbest thing you could ever do in this business. Exclusives drive sales of your hardware. And then they're talking about doing a handheld. Who the fuck wants to buy Xbox hardware? It'd be dumb. You literally, like, your library is gonna vanish. It's not gonna be tomorrow, but, like, there's no future for your library of games on Xbox. I definitely do not recommend buying any games on it. Seriously, it's just crazy. Just play everything through Game Pass, you know. Maybe buy on sales, but, like, yeah, you're just wasting money at this point. And they're trying to tell you that pretty blatantly, but I don't know, there's still like a high level of denial that people have, which I think is kind of sad, but I get it. Yeah. The red line? Well, before there was a red line where it was 4 exclusives going over, now there is no red line, meaning there is no game that Xbox will not put on PlayStation or Nintendo platforms. There is no hold. So, yeah. All the exclusives will be going over. Probably day and date in the future as well. All of them. It's over. Yeah. But seriously, like, if you look at this... Oh, PC? PC's a great investment. It's like, why would you buy an Xbox when you could buy a PlayStation and get Spider-Man? Or why would you buy an Xbox when you can get a Nintendo platform and get Mario? Like honestly, like, what are you missing out on? Everything. You miss out on every game if you buy a game on Xbox. You're just missing out. Why would you buy their hardware? It's worthless. There's nothing special about it. And I mean, software's great and all, but like the Series X is identical to the PlayStation. So there's, you know, sure on paper it's got like a 20% whatever power gain, 23% power gain, but like if nobody buys the consoles, developers don't optimize for it, so there's no better benefits. You know what, New's gonna buy it because they don't want to miss out on exclusives. And you get all the Xbox exclusives on PlayStation. Seriously, you'd be crazy to buy an Xbox. Mad, I tell you, absolutely mad. I think the funny thing too is like, it's just like Phil Spencer, like every time he opens his mouth, there's like something really bad happening for Xbox. I don't think there's ever been a positive come out of that dude's mouth. And it's funny too, because I know several people that are bailing on Xboxes. They've either sold it or they're not buying any more games for it. Because they're seeing what's going to happen. I mean, there's clearly a reason I'm bailing hard on the platform, if you haven't noticed. And I kind of cover a lot of Xbox stuff. It's because I can see the signs. Well, I mean, they also are telling us, but yeah. Anyways, don't be in denial, guys. Yeah. Yeah, exclusives are the sole reason people buy a console. Otherwise, why would you buy one? I don't think the consoles are worth that much. For reselling at that point. The console wars. Yes, there was a lot of fun being on the front lines of the console wars. You're still buying games for Series X? It's a bad idea, Vaylander. It's a bad idea. Oh, well, I mean, the only successful generation Xbox had was 360, and that's because they had exclusives up the ass, dude. They had everything. Do you guys remember, like, the 360 era? Do you remember what games were actually exclusive for that console? It was madness. Dude, they had the backwards compatibility off the start of the gen. So they had things like Halo 2 multiplayer rolling right off the bat. And they had Gears of War. And they had PGR. Forza was coming. They had Fable on the horizon. And then they had, like, just this onslaught of third-party exclusives. BioShock, Dead Rising, Lost Planet, Blue Dragon, Lost Odyssey got delayed a few times, but it came out as exclusive. You know, and the list goes on and on and on. They had the Left 4 Deads, they had, was the Orange Box timed exclusive? Mass Effect was, the first one was an exclusive. Frickin' hell, man, game after game after game. And then, like, later on, they're just like, what's an exclusive? We don't need those. And then they sit there and they're like, man, no one's buying our console. Like, I can't imagine why. It's such good hardware, you know? I can't crack the code. Why doesn't anybody want an Xbox? They don't even get me started on that handheld thing. Nobody's gonna buy an Xbox handheld. Why would you buy an Xbox handheld? There will literally be nothing special about it. No special games you can play on it. It's like, you'd just be better off buying a Steam Deck or the next Nintendo console. It's completely illogical to want a handheld from Xbox. This is just fucking nothing it's gonna provide. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Like, I feel like Phil Spencer just lives in some kind of weird fantasy world with the rest of Microsoft where they think people will just buy whatever they throw out. It's hilarious. Anyways, you can't have your cake and eat it in the gaming industry. Otherwise, just be third party like Sega did. Hot damn. Game Pass is driving the company? Game Pass is shrinking in numbers of subscribers. I mean, it's gonna get a bump from COD, but like, you need to sell consoles to sell Game Pass. And don't give me that, oh, it's PC and mobile. It's like nobody's subscribing to Game Pass off of those. The vast, vast majority of Game Pass subscribers are on their console. And when your console stops selling entirely, you run out of Game Pass subscribers, and then your Game Pass basically falls apart. Xbox PC? What do you mean Xbox PC? They already own Windows. No, you're not going to be able to play Steam on the next Xbox. Doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. It's a fun idea, but no, it's not happening. There's no incentive for them to do that, because they wouldn't make any money off the games. If they had Steam on Xbox, would you ever buy another game through Xbox? Would Microsoft make 30% off of every Steam purchase? No, they would not. That's the whole point of a console, is they make money off of you getting 30% off of every one of your purchases. If they add Steam to the Xbox, they don't take a percentage from that. So no, there's not going to be any Steam on the Xbox. Hot damn. My disappointment fuels my ability to kill in the gears. Ending lives, bouncing walls, what can I say? I mean, I'd love if Phil Spencer left Xbox, but, I mean, the guy gets paid lots of money. Financially, they're technically doing fine. But I mean, if you didn't include that big company they swallowed up at Activision Blizzard, they'd actually be really doing badly. But, yeah, that's how she goes. Yeah. Stalker 2? Stalker 2 is coming to PlayStation 3 months after it comes to Xbox. It's a 3-month timed exclusivity window. So, it might as well not even be exclusive. Same with Indiana Jones. It comes out on PlayStation, like, what, 3 months after? It's not exclusive in the slightest. 3 months of exclusivity? Blink and forget about 3 months. It's a joke. Do you blame Don Matrick? Yeah, then you sound like one of those guys, those high school quarterbacks that peaked, you know, in high school 10 years ago, and they're like, ah, if only I wouldn't have broke my leg in high school. Dude, it's been 10 fucking years. Any damage Don Matrick did should have easily been changed. Look at the Nintendo side of things. The Wii U was a colossal failure. It happened around the same time that Don Matrick was there. And look at how Nintendo's doing. Do you see Nintendo flailing? No, Nintendo's doing really well. Seriously, look at that. Look at the two companies, compare the exact times. The Wii U was out during Don Matrick's turn of events, and then take a look at the 10 years that Phil Spencer's had to do fuck all with the company. The guy's a joke, man. You can't blame Don Matrick. You can't blame people from 10 years ago for stuff that's happening now. Unless it's some kind of weird environmental thing or something like that, but we're talking about video games. We're talking... don't a blanket apply that to things like environmental problems, but... No, like, for 10 years, it's like, come on. Like, you can only scapegoat Don Matrick so much, like, honestly. Like, the dude's literally living an entirely different life in the finance district 10 years later. It's laughable, honestly. Death Stranding 2? I mean, Hideo Kojima hasn't even confirmed Death Stranding 2 for Xbox. If anything, he's basically putting Death Stranding 1 on Xbox to get you excited about the franchise so you buy the second one on PlayStation or PC. It'll probably come to Xbox later, but I doubt it would be day one, because I'm pretty sure PlayStation will have some level of timed exclusivity for it. How am I feeling? I'm feeling good, but I'd feel better with your likes on the stream, subscribings, great donations, cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifted, the Patreon option, and the Discord for stream alerts. There's also that Amazon store affiliate link. And GamerHeadquarters.com. I write stuff on my site sometimes. 3 months? Go look it up, dude. It's a 3-month timed exclusivity for Stalker 2. Seriously, Google it. We've known about that 3-month exclusivity window for 2-3 years now. Yeah, it's only a 3-month exclusivity window. What up, Sky Nation? Oh, sup, Obo. I had a feeling you'd come for this Death of Xbox stream. I know you like you some Death of Xbox. Did you get the Pro, Obo? Because it rhymes with your name, man. Did you get the Pro, Obo? Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's always nice to have you here for the solemn Death of Xbox streams. Bring back Don Matrick. Dude, Xbox was awesome under Don Matrick. That guy, he was sick. He'd come out on stage, and he would always say he had the best console. Go watch the old E3 showcases, they're great. Him, and then before him with, like, Peter Moore was the bomb, dude. That guy could fucking sell consoles. Man, that guy was cool. What was the point of buying every studio? To make money. That's what it was. Exclusives are not the future? But then, like, why would you buy something if not for the exclusivity? Seriously, if they release a new Xbox in 2 years, why would you buy it when you could buy a PlayStation and get Spider-Man and God of War and Halo and Gears? You're basically, if you're buying an Xbox in 2026, you're buying a console that can't play the games that other platforms can play. Why would you buy one? What do you get out of that? This is a legitimate question. That was a great double kill. Even though one of them is a bot, I'll take it. But seriously, it's like, it's the same the other way too. It's like, 2026, why would you buy that over a Switch 2 that will be able to play Mario and Zelda and Donkey Kong and Pikmin and Gears and Halo? Like, why would you buy an Xbox? What would make that spend? You'd basically be saying, I don't like playing all of the video games. It just doesn't make any logical sense to me why you would buy a platform that has less than other platforms. I mean, Xbox, they're not a charity, they're a company. They have to fight for your money. They have to work for your dollar. I don't know, I work pretty hard for my money. I don't know if other people work hard for their money, but like, you know, they have to earn it. They don't just get it. That's why they're doing so fucking pitifully, man. Confident Indiana Jones. The third-person camera swaps look horrible. They really do. Oh my god. I was like, oh, it won't be that bad. And then I was watching that like 15-minute deep dive. I was like, holy hell, dude. This is like so awkward. Like, why would you even put those switches in the third person? They seem so unnecessary. Like, pick a lane, first or third, and just stick with it. I'm still really excited about Indiana Jones, though. I really love Indiana Jones. I know that last movie was just god-awful, but I still love that character, so I'm excited about the game. Yes, I revived that guy knowing he was going to die. He had it coming. It's like COD 3 when I would revive people when they were dead. Yeah. Yeah, just get a PC, you get everything. If they don't want to make another console, that's exactly it. See, I just like, they're like, oh, we're doing a handheld and a new console. And it's like, but why would you buy them? Like, what do you get that you can't get elsewhere? That's the thing that Phil Spencer just fails so spectacularly at. It's like, tell me, like, seriously, like, no one on the interviews too, because Phil Spencer just takes easy interviews. He'll never actually be interviewed by someone that actually will ask him hard questions. It's pitiful and pathetic, but seriously though, like, you look at it, it's like, seriously, man, you come up to me and you're trying to sell me your handheld. What does your handheld do that I can't get on the Steam Deck, that I can't get on the Strix, that I can't get on the MSI Dragon, that I can't get on the Nintendo platform? What is so special about an Xbox handheld? Seriously, like, what would I get out of doing that I can't get elsewhere? It's exclusives and they're not going to have any. Hell, there's a PlayStation handheld coming. And they'll play all your PlayStation games. And Halo, and Gears, and Forza. Like, seriously, like, just ask these questions to yourself. Like, what exactly are you getting out of Xbox now? Nothing. And Game Pass is cool, but Game Pass will collapse if there's not enough hardware selling. Seriously. Augmented reality? Nobody wants augmented reality. It's not a very large market. Same with VR. VR is not that big of a deal. But apparently they're doing a VR headset for 26 as well. I don't know. They bought a lot of glass pieces for it. We'll see how that goes. We're killing these guys so bad they're quitting. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Starfield. I love Starfield, man. You know how much money I'm going to make off of Starfield when they port that bad boy to PlayStation next year? Seriously, I'm going to be sitting there streaming Starfield and just, like, counting the dollar bills. Destiny was good. Are you sure? Are you sure it was good? That was a terrible movie, dude. A sad, depressed, drunk Indiana Jones. Like, I mean, if you like the movie, cool and all, but, like, come on, man, that was terrible. It was, like, one of the biggest box office bombs of all time. Disney lost a lot of money on that movie. Valve? I mean, Valve's doing really good. What's his name has a fleet of yachts, dude. The tail end of the generation. Well, PlayStation, they're not doing a next-gen console till 2028. So, I mean, technically, if you have a PS5 Pro, you've still got half a generation left of gaming to enjoy. And even if you don't like the Pro and you think it's too expensive, you can still use a PS5, guys. Your PS5 does not spontaneously combust when a new PlayStation comes out. You'll be okay. I'm telling you this right now. It's alright to still have a base PlayStation 5. You'll be okay. Someone in your life can give you a hug if you don't think so. Kathleen Kennedy, is that you? That's really funny. Kathleen Kennedy. Oh god. Do you hear that they're trying to make the Rey like trilogy or something? They've got seven different Rey movie projects in the works. Oh god, Star Wars is so dead. It's depressing. Absolutely depressing. Oh, I love Starfield. People just like to hate on Starfield, but I bet you as soon as it releases on PlayStation, people will love Starfield. Yeah. PlayStation won't really have exclusives? What do you mean PlayStation won't have exclusives? Well, Spider-Man, God of War, you know, the whole fleet of other things. Last of Us Part 3, whatever the hell those guys are working on, that's that new IP. You know, maybe someday Concord will come back, guys, and this time we'll accept it and embrace it with love. Now PlayStation will have exclusives. Of course they will. Why would they get rid of them? They'll eventually put them on PC day and date, but probably not for another few years. And by then they'll have won the high-end console wars, and it'll be over. And then PlayStation will eventually just do PC stuff. And yeah, by the end of it, it'll just be Nintendo doing consoles. But, you know, that's like a decade plus away. Not even worth thinking about at this point in time. And honestly, who knows? Maybe consoles will bounce back in 20 years. Who knows? Hard to predict this stuff. Is Phil Spencer a gamer? I'd argue that's actually part of the problem, is that dude plays too many video games. Yeah, plays too many. I'm sorry, I missed a lot of your comments here, guys. There's just too much stuff going on. The death of me stream Filet, probably in like, I don't know, I'll probably die in, how old am I now? Late 20s, I don't know, I've probably got like 5 decades left. We can do a Death of Sky Captain stream someday, but I'm sure most of you will probably be dead then. Maybe. I don't know, depends on how old you guys are. The live stream analytics says most of you are very likely to die before I will, but, you know, math doesn't always work out that way. They aren't exclusive on their, if they're on PC? Yes, they are. They're still a console exclusive. PC players aren't buying consoles anyway, so that doesn't matter. You can't get behind PC, you enjoy sitting on your couch. So do I. I really enjoy it too. The console experience is kind of nice. I got a great PC, but I love sitting down and playing something on the console. If it does help, you could, you know, literally plug your PC into your TV if you want to. Usually you don't miss out on anything. You get a nice NVIDIA card, you get DLSS and everything like that, your games will look fantastic. Rey is their most profitable character. Well, yeah, she's the only one they got left, and that's really showing you how bad they are for that state of things. Thanks to PlayStation giving more users. Could you imagine going back to the start of the generation and being like, dude, it's gonna get really bad this gen? I'd be like, what? They got this great Series X, they got all these studios they bought, they got all these great games coming. It's like, the games will never come, Xbox will buy more companies, they'll give up, Phil Spencer's a joke. And apparently he is healthy, guys. There was that photo circulating where he looked very ill. Apparently he's been working out, and he's living a healthier life, and apparently it was a bad photo angle, so apparently Phil Spencer is okay. Because there was a lot of pictures that were like, well, there was that one interview photo that made him look like he was very ill, like the Xbox hardware, but apparently the dude is fine, so that's good too, because obviously you don't want people in bad health. Yeah. The heart and soul of gaming? I think mobile's the heart and soul of gaming now, isn't it? Isn't like the vast majority of people playing video games playing off of mobile? Like, Call of Duty Mobile just celebrated 1 billion players. I mean, consoles are like a tiny part of the gaming industry. And like, consoles also reached peak saturation back when the PS2 came out. We haven't been able to really pass that number of console sales since. Technically, consoles are a dying part of the industry if you really look at it from a math perspective. Yeah. They sell faster than ever. Will I stream Astrobot? Sure, man. When I'm going to die in like 50 years, I'll try to remember to stream Astrobot for you. Yeah. I'll do that for you. Sure. I'm clueless. I don't know. You can look at the amount of sales that Xbox has and the fact that they're... What were they down? I think they were only down 30% this quarter, but that's because they were down 60% the previous year, and that year before that they were down 50%. So they're down 50% on top of 50% on top of 30%. So I think they sold like 700,000 consoles last quarter or something like that. Yeah, I think PlayStation does that in like a month. Does the Switch count as a console? Of course it does. It actually counts in the lower-end console market that PlayStation and Xbox carved out during the Activision Blizzard deal. Yes. It's actually very successful. It's right up there with the PS2, but still not really fully beating it. Yeah, so January, PlayStation will get Age of Empires, and then Flight Sim, and Indiana Jones, and Stalkers 3 months after for Xbox. We'll also probably see some additional projects getting announced here soon, too, for PlayStation. I'm trying to pick which games, but it'll probably be Avowed, I would imagine, will be 1, 2, and what else do they have coming out next year? South of Midnight. So anything Xbox is releasing, count on it releasing on PlayStation as well. Oh, hey, Bert, I hope you're doing well. Yeah. What does Sony have this end of year better than on Xbox? Sony this year? They're saving all their exclusives for next year. I don't know, they have the PS5 Pro. It's pretty cool. There's Lego Horizon Adventures. I think I'm allowed to talk about that game now. Yeah, I think the review's up. Yeah, they got Lego Horizon Adventures going on, guys. It's Aloy, but she's in Lego. It doesn't matter what they have this year. What matters is they're getting all of Xbox's games coming out this year, next year on PlayStation. I mean, there's no positive way to spin this, right, guys? Like, people can't honestly be in this level of denial. Like, you do know it's over for Xbox, right? Like, it's over. Like, the guy, like, the head of Xbox literally said every game can come to PlayStation. Like, all of them. Like, it's done. That's not gonna sell more hardware. And when there's not enough hardware sold, they'll stop making consoles. And when the consoles are gone, your digital library will vanish. And all of your games will be gone. Like, people do know that, right? Like, that doesn't make sense to people. Right? Like, the logic. Like, you do know they're, like, shooting themselves in the foot all the time, right? You think Flight Sim and Stalker and Indiana Jones are better than Spider-Man? Really? Or God of War? Those are like pretty good games, dude. Like, I mean, I probably like Flight Sim more than most of the people in the chat, but like, you know, let's be real here. It's a flight game. It's not Spider-Man. It's not like a 9 out of 10 Spider-Man game or God of War that won literally like Game of the Year awards up the ass, like, you know. And I love Indiana Jones as a character, but let's be real here. His last movie bombed. People don't really care about the character that much. I mean, like, come on. Like, I hope the game's good, but like, I mean, let's be honest here, right? Stalker looked great too, but it's coming to PlayStation. Like, can come within 3 months of it, or just after 3 months are done. I mean, like, come on. God of War, Spider-Man is like kind of bigger, better games. Like, seriously. I really like Xbox stuff too, you know, I've covered it pretty loyally for years, but I mean, let's be real here, like, honestly. You know, it's not 360 era Xbox anymore. Most of their games come out buggy, broken, and they review poorly. Like, I love Starfield more than most people, but, you know, Starfield definitely had a lot of problems with it. If it released on PlayStation, it would have released with better performance. Probably would have been at 60 FPS too. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Like, come on. I'm actually very excited about Flight Sim. I love Flight Sim. Yeah, you can still play your games on Xbox, but just probably not a good idea to buy any more, I would imagine. Yeah. Xbox. Yeah, Xbox made a lot of money, but like the vast majority of that is Activision Blizzard, and that's a company they swallowed up. So when you take away the money they made from Activision Blizzard, their company's actually like in really bad decline financially. And it's like, yeah, you know, that's now part of Xbox, quote unquote, but like the other parts of Xbox need to start doing better. Otherwise, more of them are going to get chopped. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like, with the amount of toys that Xbox has to play with, It's actually amazing how bad they do. Like, I'm honestly just flabbergasted by how bad they do, despite having literally every toy in the toy box to play with. Seriously. It's hilarious. You don't like what Xbox is doing? A lot of people don't. That's why they're bailing on Xbox. Like, you guys probably don't see it because you live in bubbles, but I see a lot of comments and a lot of personal people I know that do industry stuff like I do that say they will never buy another game on Xbox, or they have sold their Xbox and they're only using Game Pass. Like, do you guys not see the issue there, where industry people are bailing on the platform? Is that not like a warning sign? Like, I'm literally putting out PlayStation content like I've never been putting out PlayStation content because I know it's dead the Xbox. Like, are you guys not, like, come on, like, you know, please don't be delusional about things. Redfall? Nah, no one's gonna put Redfall on PlayStation, sadly. Although probably it would run better on PlayStation, which would be hilarious. Sadly, we're not getting Redfall on PlayStation. I wish we were, but nah, they don't even want it. But yeah, that guy, Phil Spencer, literally just really doesn't get video games. He just doesn't understand them. Single-player game. People love single-player games. See, PlayStation, their problem is they don't have good live service games going. Xbox has lots of good live service games. Xbox's big problem is they don't have good single-player games. But they have lots of good live service games. Or money-generating live service games. It's really fun. Oh, people love third-party stuff. The biggest sellers are things like your FIFA, or your Madden, or, well, now it's college football. But, you know, your casual things, Call of Duty, well, Call of Duty's now first party. But that's usually why people will, like, you know, some will just buy a console just to play these games. But they'll buy a console that their friends have, or they'll buy a console that's popular and has other exclusives. Because it's like, yeah, sure, they play Madden every year, but maybe they also like Spider-Man, they want to play that. And that's a big driver. It's numbers. It's all about numbers. Nobody wants to play or buy something that has nobody playing it. You gotta think long term. People are very short-sighted. They think a few weeks ahead. They don't think long term. And we talked about this at the beginning of the year too. I'm like, eventually all this stuff is gonna go third party. And people were like, no, seriously, go look at the comments on that stream. They're like, no, Xbox is 4 games, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, now it's every game. And people are still in such fucking denial, it's unreal. Like, literally the head of the company that you bought a console for is telling you not to buy the console you have. And people are still like, no, it's fine. It's like, no, it's not. It's madness is what it is. Absolute madness. Like, it literally doesn't get more blatant than the guy being like, yeah, every single game can come to PlayStation or Nintendo. Like, what more does he need to tell you? Seriously, like, what more? It is a 3-month exclusive. Go freaking look it up, man. Perfect Dark will come to PlayStation. Every single game that is on Xbox can come to PlayStation. GTA is not going to get delayed. It'll be bad. Or it'll be fine. Forza Motorsport? I thought that one was fine. It was definitely a little lacking compared to previous Forza games, but they've added a lot to it, so there's a lot of new content on that game. It'll be really cool to do a Motorsport PS5 review. Or PS5 Pro review, I guess. Probably, like, what, next year or something like that they'll bring it over? But I think the funniest thing is I've reviewed more games from Xbox on PlayStation this year than I've reviewed from Xbox on Xbox. Seriously. Isn't that crazy? That from a reviewer standpoint, they've sent me more games playable on PlayStation than they have on their own console. How is that even possible? How? You're not a fan of Indiana Jones, that's fair. Most of the younger people don't really care or know about Indiana Jones. And that's totally fair. Yeah, Hellblade will be on there too. I wish PlayStation paid me. They didn't even cover my console, dude. All they covered were your likes on the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool, consider becoming channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, and the Discord for stream alerts. There's also the Amazon store affiliate link. Cheers. I don't know, I think the best thing you do, pour yourself a drink and pour one out to poor Xbox. I've got myself a really great rendition of a Coke Zero with the last of my Kraken rum. Just a little bit. I'm gonna have to go and buy more at the Costco tomorrow, I guess. Tomorrow's Costco day. And a hot dog. Oh, he wasn't even looking at me. Give me a break. How can I live stream Xbox games with being negative about Xbox? Let me break it down for you. What I do is I turn on the Xbox, I plug in the HDMI to my capture card, and then I open up my OBS, and then I set up the stream, and then I start streaming. It's a very simple but complicated process, and then I begin talking about things. It's very easy. There you go. Yeah, it's 3-month timed exclusivity. Just like this guy's saying, you can literally Google it. Yeah, tons of people are switching from Xbox to PlayStation. Industry people that I know are switching. Not to mention the regular comments I see on the channel too. And people that like bought lots of Xbox stuff for years are literally giving up. Because they know there's no future. PC is forever, you're right. You even like Gears since Gears 2? Oh, Gears 3 was really good, man. God of War. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima. Well, there's lots of different PlayStation games, even if you don't like God of War and stuff like that. American or Canadian? I've come from the great land of Canada. It's cold here. And we're a very PlayStation-dominated country, statistically. That came to as a shocker to me back in the day, but it is fascinating. Ah, god damn it. PlayStation PC combo? Yeah, you can do that, or you can throw a Switch in there so you have something to take on the go. You can do PC Nintendo, you can do like PC PlayStation Nintendo, PC PlayStation. Do whatever you want. Those platforms have futures. Xbox doesn't. No, people are in like freaking denial still about this kind of stuff. It's blowing my mind. Millions of people. See, again, if you look at the numbers, literally, you can look at the investor numbers, and you can see how many Xboxes have sold, and how Xboxes decline. They literally tell you console hardware is on decline, on decline, on decline every year. There's barely anyone... Are you... oh, you know, you're not a human. There's barely anyone playing Xbox anymore, and there's less and less people buying the hardware every single year. And they're doing every single thing to literally accelerate that. And they're treating your video games and your exclusives like they're Microsoft Office. And people are just, like, happy about it. It blows my mind. Like, seriously, I don't know how many, like, warnings I can give people and tell people about how things are going to be going. I mean, if, like, them saying 4 games, only 4 games, and then like 6 months later, well 8 months later I guess, basically telling you everything is going over, what part of, like, how are you still in denial about it? I don't understand it. GTA 7 on? Let's think about the long term. So GTA 6 comes out in 2025, hopefully. And it took 15 years for GTA, so it'd probably be like 20 years, unless GTA 6 doesn't go over well, which I doubt will be the situation. So we're probably looking at 15 to 20 years after GTA 6 comes out. You know what, let's be optimistic, let's say 10 years. So you add 10 years on top of 2025, hopefully 2035. And then PlayStation 6 is 28, 2035. Probably on the last PlayStation, which would be the PS7? Unless they give up on the PS6 and go PC only. We'll have to wait and see. Probably a PS7, yeah. I'm actually really excited about Indiana Jones. I hope it's good. Yes, rest in peace, Xbox. We had a great run. commercial saying no console required, right? And people still living in a fantasy world about it. Indiana Jones is missed. See, the younger people in the chat really do not give a fuck about Indiana Jones, and I think the box office kind of reflects that. I'm glad I got that last kill in there. So there you go on that one. And again, I'm like one of the hardcore Xbox players, like for coverage, you know, I've got all this gamer score, and I'm literally telling you to bail on the platform, and you guys are like taking it badly. Some of you. Like seriously. Pretty hardcore Xbox player. I've got like thousands of games, I've done like thousands of videos on here. About Xbox stuff, it's not even gonna load, is it? You know, I've got like 1,000. I think I got like 3,000 something games. Anyways, oh yeah, sorry, 4,700 games. Yo, we're getting Genshin Impact. I thought that was what's that other one? Zenless Zero or something like that. Genshin Impact is coming, guys. We're such like second-class citizens on Xbox. We get everything late. Anyways, I got all this stuff on Xbox. I've got this huge investment into this library of games, and I'm literally telling you that you should probably bail. And people are like, what does this guy know? I reviewed the Series X ahead of its launch too, and I'm telling you it's over. You'll pick it up in the spring on PlayStation. I love Last Crusade the most for that stuff. Yeah, the next gen Xbox is coming in 26, but I mean, who's buying that, honestly? Well, at least you guys are having lots of fun, chatter. Halo on PlayStation is wild. Technically, you can already play Halo on PlayStation. It's called Delta Halo in Roblox, and it's fantastic. You hate the PlayStation dashboard? Oh, it's really good, honestly. It's really smooth. Works really fast. Doesn't... the hell? Climb! The fuck? Doesn't load slow like the like the Xbox dashboard does. There's a lot of bots in this lobby. Why are there so many bots in here? Oh no, it's 4 on 3. Okay, so there's just a few. Alright. Just the ones I was fighting. I'm really excited. You know, it's gonna be great views for me covering all these Xbox games on... The fuck? The fuck is this? Anyways. I have been removed from the game. But why? What did I do? Why did I get removed from the game? Seriously? Play without joining. Ask to join. I have to ask to join? That is the dumbest thing Xbox ever added. Other than the friend request system. Fuck the friend request system, dude. Seriously. I guess I have to ask to join. I can't just join the match because it's not polite, I guess. Anyways, I guess I gotta search for another match. It is sadly over for Xbox. It is. They come out. Well, so yeah, PlayStation is just gonna stick to 2028. The only reason Xbox is going early is because they need to bail on this generation because they're not selling any consoles. It's like a desperate Hail Mary, but no one's gonna buy that console. When is the next Gears of War? I heard as early as next year, up against GTA. That way Gears of War can finally die. But it'll be on PlayStation, so it'll be great. Space Marine 2. I love Space Marine 2. Apparently I'm getting a Space Marine 2 code for PlayStation, so I can do a video on it soon. Very, very excited. Xbox should be an app? Oh god, that's depressing. It might become a collector's item? Yeah, I guess so. That would be kind of neat. Honestly, I think at the end of the day, the best thing Xbox could do is just have Phil Spencer gracefully come out amid defeat, stop selling the console entirely, drop out of the console business for a couple of years, buy Nintendo, come back in, and then do it. Lego Horizon. I had considered doing that tonight, but I didn't think it would be very popular. I think I'm like almost done that game. I want to do like a review for it, but yeah, I don't really want to stream that game. The reviews are over for it, right? Like it's pretty yeah, I don't want to stream Lego Horizon. It's really I don't know what's the best way to put it. Mundane? I was literally just working on it before the stream started. It's Yeah, I'd prefer not to do a stream of that one. What game am I playing? This is Gears 5. And it's gonna be on PlayStation in the future. And it'll run better and look better. And people will finally love Kate the way she deserves. God damn it. And then my pal that keeps calling her Cat will finally call her Kate, and everything in the universe will be fine. Yeah. What does PSX stand for? Like the original PlayStation? Or I think PSX is also, isn't that what they call their like event if they do that? Doesn't PlayStation have like a PSX event or something occasionally? Yeah. I actually think that's the best thing they could do. Delta Halo is better than Halo Infinite. You're damn right, dude. I love this El Nini guy. You know what's up. You know what's up exactly. Yeah, that guy gets it. Kate? You didn't even spell her name right, man. It's K-A-I-T. God damn it. Actually, I think Activision Blizzard, like, buying them actually sunk Xbox. Hilariously. Seriously, like, I actually think it was the death of this platform. I literally cheered on the acquisition that killed Xbox. I cheered on and covered an acquisition that absolutely destroyed this platform for like 2 years. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Man, what a depression quest that was. Sex to Xbox, will that save the brand? Well, I think Microsoft is really against sexiness. I mean, Cortana has to wear clothes now. It's really sad. It's like, she wasn't even like a naked body or anything. She was like an AI, and now she has to wear like work clothes. Yeah, I don't think Xbox really likes sex appeal, but apparently it's coming back in video games. If you guys didn't notice, the first Descendant is getting jiggle physics soon, so that's exciting. Do I read books? I used to read a lot of books. I don't really have time to read books these days, because I'm too busy playing all these games and watching movies and TV to do reviews and stuff. I sadly don't have much time for books. I wish I did. I genuinely wish I did, but I don't have the time. Yeah. Like, Xbox will always exist, but it won't be a console in, like, literally, like, what, 5 years or so. And it's easier to just accept it now and move on and build your library somewhere else. Yeah. Vanilla Ice? Dude. Filling your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly when I play a dope melody. Did you know that anything less than the best is a felony? And you can love it or leave it, but you better make way for the party. That's funny. No, seriously. I honestly think the smartest thing they could do as a brand is just literally do like one of those Depression Quest Sega conferences, come out, say they're bailing on the console, exit the industry, then buy Nintendo through aggressive shares, acquiring all the different little like shares that they can, do an aggressive takeover of Nintendo, re-enter the business as the Nintendo Xbox, then remove Xbox and just call themselves a Nintendo. It's the Nike Bauer way of doing things. Seriously, that's how you win the gaming industry. And then you can have Nintendo ownership, and under the same roof as Mario, you could have him playing with Master Chief, and the Fallout guys, and the Gears of War characters, and Master Chief. All under one roof. That's how you win video games. Oh. Anyone with any foresight can see that. Seriously. I'm not accepting your friend request, man. God damn it. I don't want any more friends on Xbox. I have... How many friends do I have? Oh, crap. I have, like... Oh, it doesn't really tell you. I have, like, 300 friends on Xbox. I don't need any more friends on Xbox. I don't want any more friends on Xbox. I want to get rid of some of the 300 friends I have on Xbox. I don't want to have alerts. I don't want people messaging me. I want people to leave me alone so I can live my life. So no, I'm not accepting any of these friend requests. God damn it. Especially with the Trump administration, it's a lot easier to actually, like, buy things. Obviously, you have to deal with the Japan government, and there'd be the EU and stuff like that. But if you don't have a console, you could easily get that passed through, right? You'd be like, where's the antitrust issues? Then, if there's, like, a cloud problem, you'd just be like, we'll just shove cloud rights to Nintendo stuff to Ubisoft. Everyone's happy, everything's good. Fixes all the problems, man. Nintendo library on Game Pass? Right. You win with games and services. Games sell services. It's a very, very simple system, guys. You have X amount of consoles, you can sell X amount of subscriptions based on your X amount of consoles, and then from there you have games that fuel your subscriptions, to fuel your consoles, to fuel your hardware, and you have a great big ecosystem, and you make tons of money. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple, this industry. It's not hard. All you need is like a base understanding of gaming history, and it's incredibly easy to be successful in this industry. I mean, like, honestly, go back to the 2000s, and if you tell them that Xbox owns Call of Duty, The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Diablo, Warcraft, well, Overwatch wouldn't exist back then, but you go to the 2000s and be like, oh yeah, Xbox, they own all these companies, and they're actually failing and getting rid of their console. You'd be laughed out of the fucking scene, dude. Oh yeah, they bought Call of Duty. Oh wow, they must be really ruling the industry. It's like, actually no, they're bowing out of the industry, bowing out of the console race. It's pathetic, actually. Seriously, it's a joke. He was playing Fortnite today, of course he was. My favorite thing was when the Xbox community was like lit on fire and like Phil Spencer was just like playing Diablo casually. Who's Kate? It's K-A-I-T. It's this character I'm playing as here. Did you guys not play Gears 4 or 5? It's not that bad. I at least played a story. They're actually pretty solid games. They did some dumb stuff with the narrative, but like they're not that bad. Jesus. I mean, Kate's not even that bad of a character. I mean, she could be bland like Ray or something. At least she's got some personality. Too much Kate hate, guys. You bought Snoop Dogg on Fortnite, but not Vanilla Ice? Or sorry, not Vanilla Ice. Ice Spice? What's her name? Spice Ice, the one who, like, shrunk her rear for no reason. The biggest issue I made was not, like, literally backing Program for Friendship. Fuck, that's funny. I should have backed PlayStation. I would have thought backing the $1 trillion company would work out on the end, but nope. Sucks to suck. Monster Hunter Wilds. I hope it runs good on the Pro. I'm actually a little disappointed that I didn't get the PS5 Pro ahead of launch so that I could do a video showing off Monster Hunter Wilds, but sucks to suck to suck. There's not gonna be a World War III. Get out of here. Kate Bishop, yeah, from Hawkeye. Hawkeye, yep. That's it. Yep, that's what it is. Game Pass. Well, the thing is like games and politics, they are one and one. Like, the easier the government is that you have to deal with to buy other companies and stuff, the better it is for your gaming business. They're naturally entwined. It's like you can't make purchases without a political atmosphere that actually like caters to your acquisition spree. Microsoft wants to buy other companies. The previous administration for the US was a problem. They pushed the CMA to make buying Activision and Blizzard a pain in the ass, and that was the big problem. Now there's a new administration in, it's a lot easier for games and game companies to buy each other. That's literally part of it. And, you know, politics, this or that, you don't like certain ideologies, whatever, in your video games, that's totally fair, but, like, the political element of it does impact the gaming industry heavily, whether you want to admit it or not. Why do you think we have the ESRB? It's because of the political side of things pushing for video games to have that kind of a rating system. Obviously. Bought Rockstar? You can't buy Rockstar. You have to buy Take-Two Interactive, because Take-Two Interactive owns Rockstar. You can't just buy Rockstar. And Take-Two Interactive is not going to sell Rockstar unless you buy the whole company. And they're a lot harder to buy now because they have Zynga, so you'd probably have to have them like divest Zynga, because it would be a hell of a hard purchase to buy Rockstar, Take-Two Interactive, and Zynga as one company. It would cost you a lot, and the red tape would be a nightmare. Yeah. Why haven't they put the rest of the CODs on Game Pass? Because they're trickling them out. They're slowly killing the Xbox platform, just like they're slowly trickling you Game Pass stuff. I mean, hell, they just added a Spyro. They're very slowly adding things. Trickling. Yep, Gears E-Day will be really cool on the PS5 Pro. You know. Anyways, it's been a while. Be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great. Donation's cool. Donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member gifting. The Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, and that Amazon store affiliate link for all them Amazon store purchases. Yeah, I'm very excited about Gears Erectile Dysfunction. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, Sony can't afford Rockstar. No, they don't have the money for it. Is Stalker going to be on PlayStation? Yep, and it can be as soon as 3 months is over. Yeah, Team Blue. I like to think that I was always a PlayStation player on the inside. I just didn't realize it until Xbox scorched their community. I don't know, I've always covered all the platforms. I don't know why people are surprised. I kind of go where the money is. It may seem like a shocker, but like literally my top videos this year are all PlayStation games. Like literally all of my like top 10 are like PlayStation games. I think there's like one Xbox video on there that's top 10, but it's all PlayStation stuff. There's more players. You've got Xbox that's like, what, maybe at 30 million players? And then you've got PlayStation that's like, what, at least 65 million sales? Probably near 70 million. A lot more people to watch videos. At the end of the day, I follow the money, and I don't think you can blame me for trying to make a living. I see PlayStation, I see success. Same as when I start doing Nintendo stuff like crazy when the next Switch comes out. Why do you think I keep doing all those Nintendo videos on things? Sure, they don't necessarily do the best right now, but when I get the Nintendo Switch 2, hopefully early, and I start pumping away on videos on it, hopefully I draw a crowd from there. Like, I'm not stupid. I understand my industry very well, and I'm here to make some money off of it. Another moderator? I mean, we're actually selling moderation now. You can actually buy in to be a moderator. I mean, it costs you money, but you can buy into it. Other than that, moderators are chosen, and I don't really need any moderators at the moment. Yeah. Filet has soft hands. I've heard that. Filet said that before. Yeah, Filet has really soft hands. That's why he likes the DualSense. Oh, we're all waiting for the old CODs on Game Pass. That's the thing that sucks, is I just keep waiting and waiting and waiting. See, that's what you should really be used to. If you play on Xbox, you should be used to being a second-class citizen, and you should be waiting. Some people are younger, so they're not used to it. But I've been waiting for Xbox to get their act together for 10 years. Every year Phil Spencer comes out and he's like, with his apology tour, next year's the year, guys. Next year is going to have the games. Don't worry, it's next year. I've been waiting a year for these Activision Blizzard things. I covered their goddamn buying Activision Blizzard for 2 fucking years. And they can't even throw me a bone and put a new, like an old COD on Game Pass so I can have like a little bit of fun. It sucks, dude. Fucking sucks. I'm just tired of it. I'm happy with the PS5 Pro. Doesn't make any sound. It looks nice. It's skinny. It's meaner than the old PS5. All the games look better on it. It's a nice console. I don't have any problems with this. It's beautiful. Gets the job done. It's got all the video games. The only issue is I didn't get it for free, but you know what? Maybe I'll get the PS6 or the handheld for free. Then who cares at the end of the day? There'll be more people that buy PlayStation, more people that check out PlayStation stuff, and it's alright. You know, because at the end of the day, it's about being successful. My Xbox partnership? Nah, they don't care what I say. It's not like I say anything terrible or bad or monstrous. They know what they're doing. There's always one thing I really liked about Xbox, is I could actually freely speak my mind about things. Except for that one time. But like, seriously though, even if I have issues with Xbox, moving to cover other stuff anyways, and I get all their things on Game Pass, so like, who cares? I mean, fuck, they're not even sending Flight Sim out early to review. Like, what benefit have I gotten from Xbox this year, except for, like, PlayStation games to review? Seriously. The only benefit I have left from Xbox is I get their ID at Xbox list, and if they stop doing that, I'll just stop covering Xbox games entirely. Seriously, it's the only way I'm even really checking out games nowadays, is their list of games they send me every week to take a look at. And if anything, that just hurts the developers that, like, want their games promoted. So now there'll be no impact from Xbox for whining about how badly they're doing. Series S is a problem. Eastwood? That guy doesn't know fuck all, dude. That dude tried to say that a PS5 Pro equivalent PC could be made and it didn't even have fucking RAM in it. VRAM and RAM are not the same thing. That guy's an idiot, dude. Him and Jez are just mouthpieces for Xbox. That's all they are. If you believe them, like, honestly, you're just getting literal information that's, like, propaganda, basically. That's all those guys do. Yeah, Series X is a great console, Vaylander. I'm sorry things... you know what? I'm sorry that Microsoft failed you. That's what it is at the end of the day. You invested in their ecosystem and their platform, and Microsoft and Phil Spencer failed you. That's what it is. A stand for the PS5 Pro? I didn't buy a stand yet. I called my PlayStation people, and they're very happy at the videos I've been putting out, and they're gonna look into getting me a stand and a disc tray, so hopefully that works out. Yeah. PlayStation didn't realize I was so eager to cover PlayStation. So yeah, that's the benefit of a phone call, guys. Jez is just such a mouthpiece for PlayStation, it's unreal. Anyways, like, seriously, that Eastwood guy knows, like, fuck all, dude. Seriously. You gotta learn that after that whole Redfall thing, where he's like, oh, this game's great! It's like, fuck off, dude. The guy does clickbaity, positive Xbox videos. Yeah, you can complain about me all you want, but I always give you an honest opinion on everything. And I try to give you actual, accurate information. And as clickbaity as I get is adding, like, insane to the title, and that's pretty tame. Series S was a problem on top of everything, but it wasn't, like, the big issue. Yeah. We don't need more mods unless you're paying money into the system. Friendship with Xbox. Hip-hop gamer. Fuck hip-hop gamer. I hate that dude, man. That guy's such an ass. Oh, dude, I really hate that guy. That guy doesn't know anything. I want to throw that out there, too. But, like, I've told this story many times. But, like, I was doing, like, a NVIDIA, like, event at E3. And that son of a bitch, he made us wait half an hour because he couldn't find where he was going across the street. God, that guy is such a, like, straight dick, dude. That hip-hop gamer guy. I don't want his name mentioned in the stream again. That guy sucks. Seriously. God, that guy pissed me off, that meeting. Half an hour late start time because we had to wait for that guy because he didn't know how to cross the fucking street. Fuck that guy. Hate that dude, man. Run around with his, like, hip-hop gamer belt thing or something like that. Fuck right off. Such an ass. Like, me and, like, I think 5 other press had to wait half an hour for that guy. So arrogant. And he sits there through the whole NVIDIA meeting just being like, oh man, that's amazing, blah blah blah. They'll be like, so this is the new graphics card we're doing. Oh my god! It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. We're just sitting here trying to have a presentation about these graphics cards. He made us all run over time. I was late for a party I was supposed to go to. That guy's the worst. Seriously. One of the worst people I've interacted with in this gaming industry. Anyways, there you go. I mention that guy all the time. It pisses me off, that hip-hop gamer dude, man. PS4 Pro. Is that still working? What is this, the new iPhone? No, that stand thing is the ridiculous stuff. I'm working on a PS5 Pro review soon, and I'm gonna highlight stuff like that. It should come with a stand. That's just them being really cheap, honestly. The disc tray, I get it. They want to sell digital consoles, but like the lack of a stand, that's like, it's a $30 stand. That's just them being incredibly cheap, honestly. That's too much. That's just cheapness. Yeah. You design dogs as a hobby? What is that? What do you mean design dogs? Like doggles? My team's getting kind of smacked around here. I don't like it. Come on, team, let's rally together. See, I love these Death of Xbox streams. They're a very good excuse to sit here and play Gears of War. Never get enough of an excuse to play Gears, man. It's a great franchise. I think it's really going to take off when it comes to PlayStation, though. Hell, I might be able to play this on the next Nintendo console, dude. Isn't that going to be crazy? Playing a violent game like this on the Nintendo Switch 2? Electric Boogaloo? Come on, let's get this ring so we have like 3 seconds of ring time, guys. That's what I'm talking about. I saved you, revived me. God damn it, Queen Myra. Yeah, I'm starting to think my team's not very good. I'm gonna throw it out there. Anyways, let's see what else people are saying. Buy The Sims. No, you'd have to buy EA to buy The Sims. Am I focusing on PlayStation? Yeah, I mean, obviously. I'll still have Xbox stuff, of course. I got lots of games to, like, showcase on Xbox. It's not like I'm gonna stop doing Xbox stuff until they stop doing the console. Like, you know, there's still, like, viability in it, but, like... I mean, a brand new PlayStation release, obviously I'm gonna cover it. Just like when the new Nintendo console comes out, I'm gonna cover that a lot, too. I cover whatever benefits me. You gotta be careful on your moderating, Zero. You gotta have balance. You can't just time people out because they're, you know, causing problems for you, Zero. And I hope you work on your drinking problem, Zero, too. Yeah. You hate the PlayStation controller? If you haven't tried the DualSense, it's practically the same thing as the Xbox controller. Like, it's the, you know, they basically just copied the Xbox controller and made it better. I guess the only issue would be the thumbstick placement, but you get used to it after a while, so... Seriously, like, the DualSense is essentially just the Xbox controller. And it's coming from someone that hated the DualShock. The DualShock was terrible, but the DualSense is really good. Nobody's buying handheld from Xbox. I'm telling you this right now. No one is buying an Xbox handheld. The Steam Deck has sold like what, 4 million units? That's a tiny, tiny amount. And like an Xbox handheld, no one's buying that. They can't sell consoles. They're not going to be able to sell a handheld. I'm sorry. I mean, Phil Spencer can live in his fantasy world that people will buy his handheld, but they're not going to buy it. There'd be no reason to. I mean, you can buy the PlayStation handheld and get Spider-Man. Save me! I'm dead. mic on the dual. I hate the mic on the DualSense. I hate it. I can't stand it. Anyways, play nice in the chat, guys. Play nice in the chat. The Asus ROG Ally. Yeah, it's got the feature set and everything like that, where it's a little bit Xbox branded. But even that is very niche. Holy hell, Kate is lifted. What kind of pound is that? 130. Jesus. Kate's going hard there, guys. You see that lift? Ah, damn. I didn't know she could lift it like that. Wow, she just went hard. Do I like onions on my burger? No, filet. Actually, I really don't. I don't put onions on anything. I don't like onions. What does Nintendo have aside from Mario and Zelda? Donkey Kong, F-Zero. There's, what the hell else do they do? All the Nintendo IP. It's mostly Mario is the driving force behind everything. Pikmin, Xenoblade, Fire Emblem, Pokemon, little indie series called Pokemon, the Animal Crossing, the Kirby, there's the Metroid, there's the... I think that's everything. Do they have other franchises? I think that's most of it. There's lots of good stuff on there. Well, Smash Bros. Is Mario, right? Same with the tennis and stuff like that. Kids games. Dude, you can laugh about Nintendo and their kids games all you want, but Xbox will never, ever be able to sell a tiny percentile of the amount that Nintendo has sold on Switches. The Nintendo Switch has sold like, what, 150 million units, and like the best-selling Xbox ever was like 80 million? I mean, like, Xbox is like a fucking joke against Nintendo. Have you seen those emails where Phil Spencer, like, literally is, like, begging to be able to buy Nintendo because he knows their greatness? Like, come on. I mean, you can call it a kiddish thing all you want. It might be partially true, but Nintendo dominates consoles. Hell, PlayStation can't even compete with that stuff. Nintendo goes hard, man. Yeah. State of Decay? The next State of Decay will come to PlayStation for sure, yeah. I don't know if they'll do any legacy ones unless they do like remasters, but yeah, you'll get State of Decay 3 on PlayStation. Every game Xbox releases going forward will be on PlayStation and Nintendo platforms if the Nintendo console can handle it. Every single one of them. Whether that's like a time period or at launch, that's how things are going. Again, as it says in the video title, no red line. Although I don't know why red line became the phrase, but that's the phrase we're all doing. That's a terrible phrase for him. They resold Mario Kart and people loved it. Yeah. You talking about good games that gamers enjoy? Aren't like most Nintendo games reviewed way higher than Xbox games? Seriously, dude. Like, Nintendo stuff gets reviewed way better than Xbox things. And Nintendo games don't even run well, or actually Xbox games don't run very well, but... Like, I mean, come on, like, critically, financially, every single metric, Nintendo games beat Xbox games. And that's with them buying Bethesda and Activision Blizzard. It's not even comparable. PS games on Xbox, but you're not getting them. How powerful will the Switch 2 be? It'll have enough power to blow this galaxy. I don't know, it'll be good. I'm sure it'll be fine. Underpowered, but it'll punch above its weight. It'll have DLSS. People don't like onions? I don't know, it's like the squish and the taste of them. They're just kind of terrible. I don't like onions on anything. I just don't eat onions at all. Seriously. I can't stand them. And they like, people hide onions in food too. I hate that the most. You're like biting into something and there's onions inside of it. It's like, no. No. I like a plain burger. I like the burger with the cheese on it, the pickle, the lettuce, the tomato, and the ketchup usually, or whatever sauce they have. No onions. And some of your likes on the stream. So liking the stream's great, subscribing's great, donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, and the Discord for stream alerts. There's also the Amazon store affiliate link if you're into that kind of thing. Man, that Scorcher's tough. That guy almost burned me alive. Oh, come on! I was scorching that guy. He should have died. Lots of great Nintendo exclusives. Dragon Age on Xbox was smooth for you. Well, it must be nice it didn't crash for you, Vaylander. It crashed for me. Yeah, but again, you're like this guy. You're living in your bubble where you like Nintendo isn't a big deal. But if you look outside of your bubble and you look at the actual math, you're wrong. People love Nintendo stuff. They buy Nintendo games. Nintendo can literally live off of their IP because people love their games. People love Mario. Look at the sales. It's like Xbox games don't even get close to that number of sales. People love that stuff. And even if you don't like it, you need to be able to look beyond your scope and your bubble and like understand that other people love that stuff and it sells. Like, companies, they send out financial information in their investor meetings. You guys can look into what is selling and what isn't. It's not like the movie industry where we get, like, weekly numbers, but you can look at things and see how successful stuff is. It's not like it's mysteriously hidden. You can see how bad Xbox consoles are selling. You can see how Xbox games are performing. The information's all out there for you. It's just whether or not you take time to look into it. Yeah, lots of people love Nintendo. That's why they sell so many consoles. I just like playing video games. It would be great to play them on Xbox, but, you know, that's not going to be a thing that's possible for much longer down the road, and I accept that. Somewhat. God, this gun looks sick, eh? How did I get this? Like an esports thing or something like that? Remember when Xbox had Mixer for like a few years and they gave up on it really fast? The power of IP. The power of exclusives. Yeah, the power of exclusives. They live in echo chambers. People really do. I think Reddit was a great indicator of that during the, the US election thing too. Because if you went on Reddit, you thought for sure everybody was going to vote for the Democratic Party or whatever they are. And it's like, the actual case was not that. That's what social media is. It surrounds you in an echo chamber of things that you're into and you like. And you know, when I was like a kid, I was like, oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I see how you fall into those kind of things, but it's like, you know, as you get older, you should look more at larger scale into things and how stuff actually is. There's your bubble of influence and what you're into and what you, like, look at and think about, and then there's the actual reality of things. I want the grenades, thank you. That was a bad grenade. Holy, I thought that went way further. Nope. Never mind. Oh, and if you guys are new to the stream around this time each day, always something exciting going on. Tomorrow we finally get to go back to COD, which is exciting. Season 1, yo. Mixer was so cool for, like, 0 latency. Radinas, yeah, I was thinking of doing a wellness check for him, but I'm assuming he's just busy working. I was actually thinking of that the last, like, 3 days. I was like, we should do a wellness check. Somebody ping him on the Discord and do a wellness check. Yeah. I think a larger problem for consoles, too, is younger people don't want them. Traditionally, you got younger people growing up, they buy consoles. Nowadays, they give a fuck less about consoles. They have phones. Free games on phones. sitting there playing Call of Duty, you know, the new Call of Duty mobile or whatever, you can play like full Call of Duty maps for free. Like, you pay like $100 for that on console, free on the phone. Why would you buy a console when you have a phone and you can play the games on there? It doesn't make any sense. Younger people don't like consoles. They're not even conditioned to buy games. They're conditioned to get stuff for free and then buy in-game microtransactions and battle passes. It's kind of hilarious. That's where the industry is going. Animal Crossing? People love Animal Crossing, dude. Switch 2 will be very similar to Switch 1, but the biggest difference will be the fact that it has DLSS. I'm actually really looking forward to that console. I can't wait to cover it. I hope they send it to me early so I can cover it and do reviews and videos and stuff and make mad stacks. My only worry is that statistically every other Nintendo console is a colossal failure, so we'll have to see how that goes. GameCube? Woo. Wii? Woo. Wii U? Woo. Nintendo Switch? Woo. At least going back to the 2000s, which is like 20-something years, but you know what I'm talking about. You know the man.
One less to pollute our world.
You tell him, Queen Myra. Ah, fuck. That small screen when you plug it into your TV. Regularly game, but have a Switch. Yep, it's a big, large, casual market. See, Nintendo was genius because they combined their mobile with their home console. Theoretically, the Switch should actually be selling even better than it is, because if you look at the amount of people that bought handheld versions of Nintendo consoles, and you compare it to like Switch numbers, you should theoretically have a lot more Switch users, right?
Those are mine.
Considering it's a hybrid of the two, but maybe it must be like a cost prohibitive thing as opposed to handhelds being a lot cheaper. But it is an interesting math trend to kind of like take a look at. But it was very smart of them, because then you don't have your developers split between doing versions of your home console and your mobile thing. That's the fun of handhelds in the modern era, is you don't have to have like weird handheld versions of games. You have the full experience. And it just changes depending on the device you're playing. It's actually kind of miraculous. A Series X or a PS4? I doubt the Switch 2 will be Series X strong. It'll probably be a fair bit lower than like a Series S, but it might kind of be a little bit more comparable because it'll have DLSS. Why are you teabagging me? Local Gears, I'm coming for you. And rip that guy's arm off. Yeah. Yeah, Xbox does a really bad job of actually getting into like family games. I think it was like 6 years ago Phil Spencer said they had a problem like that and they were gonna do stuff towards it, but then they like never did. You know what I mean? Like they have like IP, like Banjo-Kazooie just sitting there and they do nothing with it. Then again, Aaron Greenberg there said it was worthless as an IP, so you know, it is what it is. Even though he said on social media and clarified later that he didn't say that. I kind of don't believe him. But like, yeah, seriously, it's weird. Like, they know they have an issue where they're not doing any family-friendly or approachable IP, and then they just do nothing to fix it. They have like not Animal Crossing, they have Viva Pinata, Banjo, they've got, now they've got like Spyro, and my mind says Conquer, but Conquer is not for the younger ones. It kind of is, but, you know, they got Crash Bandicoot and stuff like that. You have all this IP that's like family-oriented. They don't do anything with it. They just let a lot of their IP rot. But that's how you like grow, is you know, get great exclusives that fit into different categories of IP, and that's how you attract people in. You know, they're doing Lego Horizon here to try to get younger people into the Horizon series when they grow up. That's what EA did with the Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare series, was to try to get people into Battlefield. For the new COD season, I'm most excited about having a battle pass to grind. Also, some new maps. The maps in Black Ops are not great, so I'm hoping the new maps are better. Hopefully. Oh, that guy didn't die? Dude, that guy should have been dead in the ground. Gears faults in Halo? What are you talking about? Phil Spencer just today said that Halo is coming to PlayStation. He literally just said that today. Like, right from the horse's mouth. Literally, the head of Xbox said there is no red line, and then he literally mentioned Halo. What do you mean Halo isn't coming to PlayStation? How could it be any more blatantly clear to you? Battletoads? I don't think the last Battletoads sold that well. Pour one out for Concord, you know it. Rivalry? Oh yeah, no, I mean it's great to have competition in the gaming industry, but like Xbox hasn't been competition to PlayStation in 2 generations, so it's done, man. It's over. I think that's kind of the natural progression of most industries, though, right? Is there's like usually one that wins at the end of it. Kind of like the movie industry. It's like Disney basically won. They get 60% of the box office every single year. I think that's just kind of capitalism, isn't it? Peak capitalism. Killing Floor 3 is great, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of views and a lot of money when Starfield comes to PlayStation. And maybe people will finally start respecting Starfield when it comes to PlayStation. And that game will get the love it deserves. Are you waiting for the Insidious 2 or no? Oh, he wasn't. Okay. He actually caught... What the hell? The torque bow's too easy to use in this game. Oh, come on. Shot like the air and got me. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, I'm very excited about the next Nintendo console. I'm having a great time covering the PS5 Pro stuff. It's been great. I know some people complain in that, but like I really had my 3rd best view day ever on Saturday in the last couple days. Great view days, so it's been great. Yeah, stuff's been doing really well for me. Very happy. Very, very happy with PS5 Pro stuff. I thought it would be more popular, but I think it's because I've also missed like a day of, you know, a day or two of not having it early. And other than that, no, it's been doing really good. Yeah, very, very excited about more PlayStation stuff and then Nintendo next year. And I guess that Xbox in 2026, if it still happens. Yeah. Starfield gets another... Well, isn't there a second Starfield expansion? They're not meant to be exclusive? Dude, what are you talking about? During the Activision Blizzard court case, it literally leaked that Doom and Indiana Jones were supposed to be exclusive to Xbox. What are you talking about? What do you mean they're not supposed to be exclusive? Xbox bought them to be exclusive. That was the whole point of buying them. There's legal documentation saying Xbox meant those games to be exclusive, and now they're giving them up because Xbox is a failure of a platform. Anyways, kind of funny. Kind of funny. Day 1? I mean, it's cool to get that stuff on Game Pass, but like, most people will just wait and buy it on another platform. The numbers showed that people do buy games. Their faces look... What are you talking about, dude? This is a massive visual increasement for like visual fidelity of faces and animations and textures in Starfield over previous Bethesda games. I think Elden Ring will be like a launch a launch Nintendo Switch 2 game. I'm pretty sure Elden Ring will be a launch title. Skyrim 2? You mean the Elder Scrolls 6, which is coming out in like 26 or whatever? On PlayStation 5 Pro, you know. It'll be really funny when the Xbox exclusives run best on PlayStation. Well, I mean, some of them already do, but, you know. It'll be, hilarious. Hilarious. Well, it's just because people live in fantasy worlds where they're like, oh no, it's just 4 games, blah blah blah. And then, like, literally Phil Spencer today, he's like, all the games. And everyone's like, no, no. And it's like, yes, it is. He literally said it. Vasgar. What are we playing on Vasgar? Oh, Control. Okay.
My children, this territory now belongs to you.
Alright, let's do this. Vasgar it up. Fallout better than Starfield? I mean, the Fallout games are pretty great. I consider them all very similar. Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Skyrim. I like all those games. You guys just don't appreciate Starfield because you don't understand it. A room tour? I mean, someday maybe when I buy a house, but the room tour will just be for members. Yep. We'll wait other games. Well, I wouldn't release a game a month before or a month after GTA next year. That's why I thought it was kind of funny that I was hearing Gears ED might come out around the time Grand Theft Auto comes out. Because, I mean, like, that'd be sending Gears to die, but, you know, whatever. Like, there's gonna be a lot of games coming out next year, if you guys didn't know that. Like, it's gonna be a pretty stacked year for gaming. Like, a really stacked year for gaming. And it's like, games aren't gonna move just because GTA is coming out, but they will be impacted negatively by GTA coming out. But yeah, a lot of games won't move. They'll think of it as counter-programming, but yeah, Grand Theft Auto is gonna be like a vacuum of money for other titles. I think my team's really bad here. You're selling Spider-Man on the Facebook Marketplace? Why does it take... I don't know, like, a lot of people probably aren't buying physical games, Zero? I don't know. Maybe they don't want to buy it for that price? Maybe you haven't found the right person yet? I don't know. Just kind of waiting for these grenades. Multiplayer? I don't think Starfield needs multiplayer. It's a single-player game. It'd be kind of weird for multiplayer. Movies, yeah, 25 looks good for movies. I think 26 is looking really stacked for movies, too. Oh, come on! Not even a hit marker against these guys? Get the hell out of here. No Man's Sky beats Starfield? Get the fuck out of this chat. Sorry, no, absolutely not. Fuck. No Man's Sky. The Wandering Space Simulator? Like, come on, man. People are so ridiculous. You know what? You can hate Starfield all you want. It was literally the most successful new IP in gaming in years. Whine about it, moan about it, we're getting a sequel. I'm actually kind of surprised Xbox hasn't forced Todd Howard to embrace a multi-studio approach with his IP. If I owned Xbox, I'd be like, sorry Todd Howard, and I'd open up a Fallout Studios just to work on Fallout. It's kind of ridiculous that they haven't, actually, but this is what it is. That Twilight Princess remaster's been waiting. It's been sitting there for years, apparently. Yeah, Twilight Princess and what was it, Wind Waker? Is there a Switch Wind Waker port? I don't know. There's 2 Zelda games remasters that have just been sitting there for years. Nintendo's different from other companies. They actually like stock their games. Phil Spencer admitted that too. Avowed could have come out this year, but they decided to delay it because Game Pass was too full. So they actually moved Avowed just because of Game Pass, and they wanted to stagger the releases. So there's no reason you couldn't have been playing Avowed right now, or having already played it, I guess, right? Because it was in October. But because of Call of Duty, they decided to delay Avowed. So they could be giving you the Activision Blizzard stuff, but they're just trickling out of spite. Yeah. I need to step out of my bubble. Everyone hated Starfield. Then why did it sell so many fucking copies? Why did it have so many players? Why was it the most successful new IP in years? I mean, the vocal minority online, which again is the bubble you exist within, hated Starfield. The game was a major success. Go read all the financial stats for it. The game made money. Made lots of money. God damn it. I don't think my team's very good at this, man. We were getting freaking smacked. Why is no one going for the objective here? Oh, we got a bot, and that guy's like 2 and 9. I guess I'm not doing too much better, but still, jeez. There we go, we're getting some control points, guys. We're taking this objective. That's what I like to see. Rich, the bubble thing coming from the guy that probably lives on the Twitters or the Reddit in a safety space. You never heard that stuff? Well, go look at the financials for Starfield. Take 15 minutes, go read about it, and then come back. Seriously? Wasn't it like the only like original IP that was in the top 10 selling for last year too? What the fuck? What is the meaning of this? I have been removed from the game. Oh my god, these fucking Xbox servers are such garbage. It's twice tonight already. It's like, what is this? What is this? It's the most return game of all time? No, it's fucking not. If you're stating that, go have an actual source for that, because it's not the most return game of all time unless you're a fucking dumbass. Anyways, yeah. Stupid fucking thing to say. Actually, I'm gonna give you a 15-minute timeout so that you can go and look that up and actually come back with a source. Oh, sorry, 10 minutes. I can't time you out for 15. What a fucking dumbass thing to say. The 11th best-selling game in 2023. Sounds like a pretty big success to me, considering how many fucking games came out. I'm a little bothered Avowed doesn't have a 60 FPS mode, though. I bet you it would run at 60 FPS on PlayStation. Yeah, but then why did Starfield keep selling copies after launch, then? Again, whine about it all you want. Most return game, I know, right? What a fucking dumb thing to say. That is a hilarious thing about the internet. You just, like, come up with fake shit and people believe you. It was the most return game. Get the fuck out of here. Dumbass. What a stupid thing to say. When you could have been saying something like, be sure to like the stream, subscribe and great, donations cool, consider becoming channel member gift, the Patreon option, and the Discord for stream alerts. There's also that Amazon store affiliate link. If that guy comes back and comments anything other than a link saying that there's the most returned game of all time, I want him banned for another 10 minutes. It's stupid. Well, Starfield didn't launch it. 60 FPS, right? It had to get patched. Yeah, Cyberpunk 2, they're like, everyone's returning Cyberpunk. It's like, no, they're not. Cyberpunk is like one of the top, what is it? Selling games of all time, Cyberpunk? People live in their fantasy world little bubbles about stuff. It's ridiculous. Most returned game of all time. It's stupid. God, it's so funny. I'm pulling this fact out of his ass. Most returned game of all time. Funny. Yeah, that is a bad thing about the internet, though. It's just like people can state their opinions as facts. It's not even an opinion. It's just like a stupid thing to say. To say that with such levels of confidence, too, is hilarious. Well, who cares if it was such a well-selling game? Everyone returned it. Dumb. So dumb. Sorry, that is just like the stupidest thing I've read today. I see a lot of dumb comments on YouTube too, but man, that really takes the cake. That takes the cake and puts the rain on it.
Most useful.
Ridiculous. At least we're coming back this match, eh? There's Kate, guys, for those who didn't know who that was earlier. She just got incinerated by this ray of bullets. Something to fire the fire. Rain in the fire? Did you guys know it's actually like rain, as in like rain droplets in the fire, not like raining in the fire or rain of the fire? Hogwarts Legacy? That was the... You know, Hogwarts Legacy is actually a genuinely fascinating game because it is the first game in 20 years to be #1 selling that wasn't a Rockstar game or a Call of Duty. The first game since Rock Band 1 in 2007 to be the #1 selling game. Isn't that just crazy? Also shows how much of a pigeonhole that, like, Call of Duty and Rockstar have on our industry, specifically Call of Duty. For anybody that wants to say Call of Duty isn't a big franchise, but oh my god, like, yeah, it's actually amazing that Hogwarts Legacy was able to achieve that. Genuinely shocked they never did expansions for Hogwarts Legacy. It just seems like a money mine. And they put out that failure of a Hogwarts Quidditch game. That was funny. Anybody still playing that Hogwarts game? I've never heard anyone talk about that. The Quidditch one. I think they called it Harry Potter Quidditch or something was the final name. God, that's funny. Where is Fable? I think it's next year. I think Fable's next year. Or the year after. Hey, look at it on the bright side. There's enough time for Fable to launch on PlayStation and Xbox on the same day. That's the positive you should be taking out of this. And the next Nintendo console. Day 1, Nintendo Super Switch. Switch 2. They love Harry Potter, dude. Remember people tried to boycott it too? Yeah, that's pretty funny. Of course PlayStation fans want to play Xbox games because secretly they love them and they want them on their platform. People want all the games they can have access to. And Xbox is going to give it to them at the detriment of their own system, or their own ecosystem, I guess is the better terminology. Did we make the other team, like, quit? Why are there so many bots? Oh, crap, dude. We're just smacking these guys so hard on this comeback that they're all quitting the match. That's what I'm talking about. Am I getting close to prestiging? I think I'm like level 90 or something, right? Yeah, level 90. It'll be like, I think 9th prestige after this. I get 10 prestige, I get 5 gamer score. Very generous sum. Get out of here. They needed a win with Hogwarts. I think it's funny because they basically wiped off their profits with that Justice League game. Or not Justice League. Suicide Squad. Kill the Justice League game. Yeah. Fable and Gears, everything's coming to PlayStation. That's literally the title. There's no red line. Everything is coming to that platform. Everything. Every single game that they will want to. Anything they can financially make money off of will come to PlayStation. Xenoblade. Oh yeah, the remaster, right? The Xenoblade Definitive Edition. I gotta hand this to Nintendo, man. They really know how to make money off their stuff. Like, a lot of their games for the Switch, literally things from, like, the Wii U that nobody bought, because nobody bought the Wii U. It's a great recycling and reselling of games. I'm sure Xbox and PlayStation would kill... Well, actually, PlayStation gets away with that, too. Never mind. Xbox would kill to get away with that kind of thing. Really? Oh, no, now she died. Okay. Did the other team all quit? Oh, there's still 2 of them. No, come on. Xbox will always be alive as long as someone holds the heart of the Xbox in their soul. There will always be another. Nah, it's over. We actually haven't seen that spam account. Xbox has no games in a while. I guess it's more of a troll account, isn't it? Damn it, I couldn't switch guns fast enough. I hope they get some more players soon. It's no fun playing against boss. I guess if everybody bails out of this game, we can't get lobbies. I can just switch over to COD or something. But I would love to Prestige tonight. I don't know what I get out of it, but, you know, a sense of pride and accomplishment or something like that. It's just nice to stream Gears. We never get to do this unless Xbox is dying. Which is very frequently this year. The death of Xbox arc has been incredible. Just when you think it literally cannot get worse for Xbox, Phil Spencer does an interview and somehow makes it worse. That guy's amazing. I don't know how he does it. I haven't heard any concrete rumors about any Red or Rockstar stuff. Besides, they're way too busy working on GTA. I doubt they're working on anything else. Rockstar should go and finish that Agent game, eh? You guys remember Agent? Or has that been too long? Did another one of their guys leave the game? Oh no, they got a new player, but then someone that was new joined that left too. Get out of the field, my locust swarm buddy. Oh, he's dead. He had that coming. Silly bot, you're not supposed to walk out into the open. I'm just sad we'll never get that new Xbox controller that's supposed to make all these noises go away. You know, the loud ass controller we have here. Yeah. When will I play Halo again? Probably sooner than later. I think we have a subscriber goal for unlocking Halo Infinite Stream, but I don't think we'll get to it. The new Halo, it's supposed to be 2026. Yeah. A remake of the first Halo, but for PlayStation. Because PlayStation players expect better quality games. You have to do remakes for them. You can't just re-release something. Xbox players, they accept low quality ports, low quality running games, and low frame rate games. PlayStation players don't. They expect quality. And that's why they're remaking Halo. It's for PlayStation users to enjoy a better quality experience. It's probably going to be terrible, but who knows? We'll see what they do. What, you guys don't like The Last of Us Part 1 Remastered Remake 2.0 Definitive Ultra Sentient Edition? Midnight Club? They're making a new Midnight Club, but it's a mobile game. Xbox is in a better position than PlayStation? I mean, maybe financially overall, but I mean, PlayStation's gonna have a console and Xbox isn't. I mean, they're only kind of really doing well because they bought Activision Blizzard. Otherwise, they would kind of be doing really badly right now, financially. Oh, that was a bad move. I had that coming.
One step closer to victory.
What happened with that controller? They delayed it when they delayed, like when they canceled doing the mid-gen refresh. So, yeah, so like they canceled the mid-gen refresh for Xbox, and instead they're bailing on the generation to do an earlier generation in 2026. That's when you'll see the refresh controller. This is alongside the new console. I think Xbox actually got caught really flat-footed with the PlayStation doing the DualSense controller. Because, man, like, the DualSense actually feels like a next-gen, well, current-gen controller, whereas the Xbox controller feels, like, really archaic at this point. I still like the feeling of the Xbox controller more, but, like, man, are the features on this thing archaic. I feel like I've got, like, a clunky last-gen kind of controller still, and it's a little disappointing. We deserve better. World of Warcraft on console? Well, hopefully they were working on that already. Otherwise, you won't see that for a long time. Stuff takes time. Yeah, that guy's a troll account. I wouldn't pay too much attention to him. Yeah. He only comes on here for, like, doing streams when Xbox isn't doing well. Where are these guys at? Yeah, look, they got 4 players now. Nice. Now it's 4 on 4. That was a good one. I think he got down because it looks like somebody downed him and then I killed him, but still, it was a good shot. Personally, I like the torque bow from the earlier Gears because it was a lot harder to shoot. This one's kind of a little too easy. I guess that makes the torque bow more accessible. But yeah, it's like Gears 1, that torque bow took some real talent. Between all the lag and all that was a skill weapon. I don't know, Valander, if you keep saying silly stuff, maybe timeout would be appropriate.
Splendid.
Let's try to keep the information factual on here. Cartridges? It should still be cartridges if they're supporting backwards compatibility, but I don't know if they're going to move away from like physical discs or physical stuff. I would imagine the next Nintendo console will have a similar cartridge for backwards compatibility. Yeah. Fallout 5? I mean, that's their next project. It should come out in like 2032 is Fallout 5. Their next project after the Elder Scrolls 6. Ah, damn it. Yeah, because you should hopefully get Elder Scrolls in 26. And then, yeah, 2032 should approximately be the next Fallout. Unless Xbox wises up and opens up another studio that just works on Fallout games and rips that IP from Todd Howard, but I guess that's not going to work. But yeah, it should be 2032. Imagine buying Fallout and just letting the IP rot for like a decade. Ugh. At least we have Fallout 76. That's something. That's how I always look at the Elder Scrolls. It's like, well, at least we got ESO, right? So there's something. Something at least. Not Swarm Elite Sniper. Thank you for the talk, Bo. Only one shot? Ugh. That's an easy win, and I got the MVP. Thank you. I'd like to thank the Academy.
All I've ever wanted for you.
Why do consoles matter? From my perspective? Because that's what I cover. That's kind of the only thing that matters if you care about the console side of the industry. It's how many console sales there are, and whether the console exists, which the PlayStation console will kind of make... Well, actually, the Xbox console will probably not exist down the road. Gears is more popular on the 360. Well, technically, Gears is more popular than it's ever been. It's just back then, Gears had a lot more of the mind share of the market. People were really, like, it was a big deal because it was talked about. Because it's like, it's actually technically grown player base wise in like number of players. It's just there's so many other games that have grown exponentially larger. The market share that Gears has now is tiny compared to what it did back in the day. Like, Gears was actually a game changer if you didn't know about it. Like, games were copying Gears of War, but nowadays it just kind of exists in a smaller bubble of gaming. It'd be very hard to get Gears to, like, the mind share that, like, the original Gears and Gears 2 and 3 kind of had. I don't think you'd be able to do that anymore with it, but you never know.
My children.
The only thing I know for sure is you guys should probably like the stream. Subscribe, it's great. Donation's cool. Consider becoming channel member. Channel member gift, the Patreon option, and the Amazon affiliate store link if you're into that. Fuck, thought I could get away. My favorite game currently? I don't know. I've just been jumping across games on the PS5 Pro to do videos recently. I've just been kind of hopping from like game to game to game. Space Marine 2 was a lot of fun, but I think that was a long time ago at this point, wasn't it? What else have I been playing recently that I've been enjoying? Fuck. Like, I'm playing lots of Black Ops 6, but I'm not necessarily, like, really enjoying that. I don't know, what have I been streaming recently that's new? Phasmophobia was kind of fun, but that was more of an October game. I really liked Starship Troopers. Oh, yeah, that was, I think, my favorite most recent game. Starship Troopers was a blast. Oh, yeah. I was having a lot of fun with that. I got that downloaded to do a PS5 Pro video, because I was like, oh yeah, I forgot Starship Troopers. So much fun with that game. Yeah, that game's a blast. Really, really good time. Got great reviews for Starship Troopers on the channel too, if you haven't seen them. But yeah, Starship Troopers was spectacular. Yeah. Fallout New Vegas. Well, I think the big thing for Fallout New Vegas is whether or not companies want to work on it. From what I understand, Todd Howard does not want other people playing with his toys. So Todd Howard basically vetoes other companies working on Fallout or Elder Scrolls or Starfield. That's what I was saying is, like, I would rip the IP from him if I was running Xbox and open up like a... I'd actually open up 3 different Bethesda studios. I'd have one working on Fallout, one working on Starfield, one working on Elder Scrolls, and you could maximize your earning potential by getting those out the door a lot faster, right? It's kind of dumb to, like, you know, wait 7 years, do one game, wait 7 years, do the next, when you can have 3 different studios working on them sequentially, like, you know, right after one another. That would be the logical thing. Yeah. I also think another big issue with doing like a New Vegas too is Obsidian. They work on a lot of their own stuff. You know, they're doing Avowed, The Outer Worlds 2. They got I think another game that's in development as well. They just did Pentiment. They were just working on. What else did they just finish too? They like Grounded just kind of finished. Like they got a lot of games they've been doing, right? Like they're a very busy studio. I think their thing was it 5 games in 7 years was their plan or something like that? They're a busy studio, yeah. Quake is being worked on. There is a Quake coming. A lot of bugs in Starship Troopers. Oh, that game was filled with bugs. There was bugs everywhere. Yeah, there's a new Halo game for 26. They just did the demo Unreal Engine showcase as a bit of a hiring thing to get people, you know, to want to come work on Halo. They just announced that, like, what, a couple weeks ago? We did a big stream on it. We're talking about Halo on Unreal Engine. I think it's a terrible idea, but, you know, whatever. Let's burn the Blam engine.
A crushing victory. Breathtaking indeed.
Yeah, I thought that was the smartest thing. 3 branches of people working on Bethesda stuff. It's not like that stuff won't all be profitable for them anyways, right? But as long as Todd Howard's around, he probably will veto that or not allow it. And to me, that's the most logical thing. Then, you know, people that like their Fallout don't have to wait for, you know, Elder Scrolls stuff, and people that like Elder Scrolls don't have to wait for Fallout, and people, you know, that like Starfield will not have to wait, like, 20 years for a sequel. Which I think would make everyone happy, right? Because if you don't care about Starfield, then, you know, things aren't being worked on, and, you know, other companies are working on the other games, right? Same for Call of Duty. Honestly, they should just hire more people, have more studios. Realistically, Call of Duty should be on a 4-year cycle. First year should be World War II, second year should be Black Ops, third year should be Modern Warfare, fourth year should be a future shooter. It's not like Call of Duty doesn't, like, justify its budget. That way you get less burnout, you get better games, more maps, more content. It's healthier. It's not like your financials are going to be that impacted. I think it's more you don't like Starfield and you guys whine about it online. We'll revisit Killer Instinct. I don't know. Like, I haven't... Like, there's been rumors of Killer Instinct getting some sort of revitalization or some kind of new entry for quite a while. I kind of feel like that's not true. I mean, I'd like it to be true, but I can't really think of who would be working on a new Killer Instinct. Like, there was rumors that Bandai Namco had a team working on it, but, I mean, Bandai Namco hasn't put anything even remotely resembling Killer Instinct out the door, or even talked about, or even had a studio that would work on such a thing, so... I mean, I'd love a new Killer Instinct, I just don't think they're actually working on one. They did just do the Anniversary Edition, so there's definitely renewed interest in it. Theoretically, they could have, was Double Helix, were they the ones that did the Anniversary Edition, or was it someone else? So they could theoretically be working on it, but like if there is a new Killer Instinct, I don't think it'd be coming out anytime soon. Unless there's some surprise fighter studio that's been working on it. But I haven't heard anything about that at all. Outer Worlds 2. Yeah, I really like the Outer Worlds 2. It's like Fallout in space. And it's very satirical, very cheeky. I love how cheeky that game is. Yeah, the humor of it is really good. In gaming, it could be hard to nail humor, and I think they did a good job with that in that game. And it's fun, respects your time, doesn't take 9 billion hours to play, you can replay it multiple times because it's enjoyable enough. Yeah, Outer Worlds is great. Very excited about the sequel. Todd Howard's jackets. That man needs coats. Yeah, it's great that you didn't like Starfield, but you know, again, that's your like opinion, man. And at the end of the day, I really don't care all too much that you didn't like it. Yeah. Combo breaker. Well, that was the thing I never really understood with Xbox. They own all these IPs, why aren't they doing brand synergy? Like, you use Call of Duty to advertise your other platforms, you should be using, like, Halo to advertise Doom, you should be using Doom to advertise Halo. You should put together a new Killer Instinct, and have all your different franchises in it. You can have, like, Captain Price fight Master Chief, fight the Killer Instinct characters. Why not? Brand synergy. They should bring back Fusion Frenzy. Have all of the different characters coming together in a Fusion Frenzy game. They should do a karting game. And then you can put it on Game Pass, and then for Game Pass members, they can trickle out like a new like character every month for these games and sustain them and kind of be like, hey, they're part of Game Pass. Or the Xbox ecosystem.
I'm knocking them down.
Like when Perfect Dark comes out, they should add Joanna Dark to Call of Duty, and that will sell the game. Be like her in this, go buy it in this. That's what Epic did. They published Alan Wake, and they added Alan Wake to Fortnite. Advertises the character. It's like pretty basic marketing, like incredibly basic. That's how Nintendo does stuff. They have a new character, they show up in the Mario Party. Then maybe they become popular enough, you do a spin-off with them. It's just smart business. Really smart business. They really lack in brand synergy. That's what it is.
This is all I've ever wanted for you. For all of you.
A yearly release? I don't think you'll ever see a yearly release of Killer Instinct, if that's what you're talking about. I mean, it's been, what, 10 years since Killer Instinct, the last one came out? I think we're due for a new one. Oh no, I'm sure Starfield all of a sudden will be really loved when it comes to PlayStation. And then I will finally have true Starfield victory. Training Grounds. Ugh. I guess Training Grounds over playing on Spare on Control. Ugh. My prestige level yet? Oh, 99. Look who's prestiging tonight, guys. That's what I'm talking about. 50 iron. Great. Great. GTA 6 cancelled? Yeah, okay. Stream Gears 3. I occasionally do retro gear streams. Not too often, but occasionally I do. I mean, we're just kind of lucky that there's a Death of Xbox tonight for me to have an excuse to do a, you know, a stream of Gears, honestly. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I hope their team fills out. I just want to. Oh, that's my team that is missing 3 real players. God damn it. A new Perfect Dark? Yeah, I never thought we'd get a new entry too. Although I don't know why they're wasting apparently the best of the industry group of individuals on doing a Perfect Dark game as opposed to something else. But yeah, I'd love to see Joanna back. It's kind of funny, like I told people that they were going to do a Perfect Dark showcase at that Game Awards, and then bam, it happened, and I was like, yep. Bandai Namco? They have various popular franchises that make them a fair bit of money. That Dragon Ball was very, very successful for them. Sparkling Zero, whatever the hell it is. That one did very good for Bandai. Other fun fact, if you didn't know, Bandai Namco is actually technically 2 companies that came together, guys. At one point there was Bandai, and at one point there was Namco, and then they became one. There is no red. That's a better emote for no red line X. I thought the white line in the middle was kind of great because it's like no red line, and it's like it's not a red line because it's a white line in the middle. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, I was really excited to see Perfect Dark and stuff like that. See, that's the thing that sucks is Xbox like literally told us to wait for 10 fucking years, and then as soon as they actually have games, they just give up. It's almost comical. It's like, well, it is kind of funny. But yeah, they're like, just keep waiting. Yeah, you know, Phil, wait, Spencer. And then they finally have the studios, finally have the games coming out, and they're just like, ah, fuck it. And they just give up. It sucks. Master Chief. Well, that was, I should play him on the PS5 Pro. I already play, what is it, Fortnite, and I play Master Chief on the PlayStation, but No, I said that during the Activision Blizzard deal. I was like, if we don't end up getting Master Chief in Call of Duty, then this whole thing was a waste of time. But yeah, like Master Chief, they already like he was already leaked in the game's files. I don't know why there's like a new leak talking about that. That guy snuck up on me good. Viva Pinata. I guess allegedly whatever Everwild is right now is supposed to be like a spiritual successor to Viva Pinata. If that ever comes out. Can't believe I got a headshot there. I'd love a Viva Pinata remaster. Hell, you can remaster it and put it on PlayStation and Nintendo Switch too, right? That would work. Damn it. I need help. Teammates. Teammates. Oh. The preload's available? Well, I'm sure I'll download that. Yesterday I had to download 200 gigabytes of COD, so that was great. Phil Spencer did another interview today where he said there's no red line. That's why the stream's called No Red Line. It was the will of Phil Spencer giving up on the platform. I mean, all he had to do was just not do an interview and say that, but... I love how he just, like, casually drops that, too. He's just like, yeah, there's no game we wouldn't put on PlayStation. He's doing that emote to Xbox fans. Yeah. You're just glad you can play The Elder Scrolls 6. I was so happy when we were finally gonna have an exclusive as good as The Elder Scrolls 6 on Xbox. Tragic. What a random ass comment to get on such an old video. That's kind of funny. Sega. Oh, they're relaunching all their stuff, Sega. They're remaking everything. Yeah, I'm thinking Xbox is going to make a move on Sega, because they just keep mentioning they want an Asian studio. I think they'll buy Sega in the next couple of years. Yeah. Ah, got two of them, but not three of them. I mean, PlayStation's probably laughing at the bank making all the money off the Xbox games. Wasn't there, I think there was literally an interview that Phil Spencer did for like 4 years back where he said, every game, what was it? What was his quote? Every game that PlayStation denies from us or something like that, they use to kill Xbox. What was his quote on that? It was a really, really good quote that like basically he's completely a hypocrite about now. Every game we give PlayStation, they use to kill Xbox, or something like that. The irony of it. Because it's like, you think you'd want to keep the 30%, but I guess maybe they're just so into short-sighted profits that they're like, ah, we'll lose 30% on every game just to make an extra buck. Ideally, you want a walled-off garden that you can make unlimited amounts of money on. Why do you think Nintendo and Google are fighting tooth and nail for Android and iOS to stay walled? Because they make billions off of it. Billions. Well, I mean, legally they can't use condobles through their stuff. Yeah. Buying Elden Ring on Xbox. Honestly, the smartest thing you can do going forward is just use Xbox for Game Pass and not buy anything else on the platform. And that's like as blunt as I can make it in regards to I really don't think this platform has much of a future. They can have Sarah Bond come out there and be like, we're future-proofing our library as much as they want. I just do not believe her. It's like future-proofing a library and like not having hardware. It's like, you know, you can't have it both ways. That's the thing, they like Xbox, they want to have their cake and eat it. They want games and consoles to act as if it's Microsoft Office, and it doesn't work that way. they just don't understand the industry and never have. But Peter Moore did, and a little bit of Don Matrick too. He followed the charts. Yeah. Anyways, it's just so funny because like literally I didn't even think that this was gonna be a thing, and just like whatever hour of the morning you did that interview, and I was like, Phil Spencer, you're allowed to just, you know, not say anything, you know. You don't have to do these interviews to boost your portfolio and that. Yeah, and anytime Phil Spencer comes up on stage, it's just like, oh no. What's going wrong now? What's next? What's next should be your likes on the stream, subscribing's great, donations cool, consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, and the Discord for stream alerts. There's also that Amazon store affiliate link. I don't really know what Nintendo would get out of buying Sega. I don't feel like that would be a very Nintendo move. Do they have the reserves for that? I know Nintendo used to have a lot of cash reserves, but do they still have a lot of cash reserves, or did they reinvest that? Yeah, it's not really a Nintendo thing to buy companies like that. They buy more like supporting studios that are already supporting their games. That's only because they're trying to do asset denial on other companies coming in and like taking stuff. Man, I can't wait for Gears Erectile Dysfunction to come out. It's gonna be great. Do you think it'll debut on PlayStation, or do you think they'll do like a timed window? 3 months. That'll get people to buy Xboxes. 3 months of early Indiana Jones, that'll sell Xbox consoles. See, the sad thing is, there's probably a bunch of older people that would have bought an Xbox just to play Indiana Jones. Blizzard? Well, Blizzard's dropping Warcraft. Didn't they just drop Warcraft today? Like a remastered collection compilation package? And it doesn't even debut on Game Pass. Fucking joke. 360 was so good, yeah. So good. I think the idea of Game Pass is good. It's just, if you don't sell hardware, Game Pass can't grow. It's technically great for the consumer, but... sucks to suck. It'll be really interesting though, like way down the line when we get some sort of memoir book from Phil Spencer, we can read about all of his like failures from a first-hand account. It'll be really exciting. Yeah, someday the information will come out. Maybe it'll probably be leaks as opposed to like getting a memoir at some point. That'd probably take forever. But it'll be really funny just like reading about how they're like flailing every single week and they have no idea what's going on. Man, does their direction change a lot.
Training will take you so far, but the will to dominate assures victory.
Well, I mean, the 360 was smack and PS3 for most of the gen. They definitely can compete with PlayStation. They just got rid of all their studios and games, and then they finally got to that point. What's the point on the new Xbox? There isn't one, really. I don't know why they keep pretending like they're gonna release like a handheld too. It's like, who's gonna buy that? Like, I don't get it. There's no reason. You bought a Wii back then, they hated it. That sucks, man. There's no reason Xbox can't compete with PlayStation. They have the games, they have the IP, they have the studios now. It's just they're choosing not to. Like, they own everything. How could you not compete? Like, it's almost spiteful how Xbox works against themselves. Ah, I should have. I tried to go against the wall and then shoot. Ugh, didn't work out. Well, I mean, to be fair, the 360 was really doing better than the PS3, and Xbox did kind of stop counting console sales, and they moved on to their next console. I think had they kept pushing the 360, they probably would have ended up with more sale numbers. Like, there's literally a point where they stop actually telling how many Xbox 360s sold. This guy trying to get all these chainsaws in. Tisk, tisk, tisk. There's actually kind of a cool map from the concept of the backdrop, you know, where it's like this, the House of Sovereigns is all like falling apart there and that. Kind of a neat map backdrop. I don't mind this map too, it's just eh. Be nice if my teammates came and helped me here. Oh, never mind. I don't need no teammates. Do it all myself.
Oh, you're dead. Good to go.
It'd be really funny reviewing like the future Xbox in like a few years or whatever, just being like, I don't understand the point of this. It'll still be fun to cover though. Apparently the Portal's actually selling okay. Well, it actually doesn't matter how much you play on Game Pass. It's the fact that you're subscribed and you play some stuff. It's the same thing for Netflix, right? Like, Netflix just wants to keep you subscribed, and you're probably not going to watch like 99% of things on Netflix. But there's just enough that keeps you interested. That's all Game Pass had to do, was just release a couple big AAA games every year. That's the funny thing, is like, yeah, all Xbox literally had to do to sell consoles in the Game Pass was just release, at the bare minimum, a couple good AAA games. Per year, that's it. Just a couple. And they couldn't even do that. As I said, I've reviewed more games from Xbox playing on PlayStation this year than I have Xbox games. It's crazy. I need revive, thank you. Yeah, I'm actually pretty decent at this. I need more ammo. Oh, boo! I should have had that guy. A PC sort of thing. There's nothing that actually says that's accurate. And they're not going to put Steam on Xbox because they can't make money off of it. If you put Steam on Xbox, I don't know how many times I just went. If you put Steam on Xbox, no one is going to buy games through Xbox, and Xbox isn't going to take the 30% that Steam takes. So Xbox wouldn't make any money, and then they wouldn't be able to subsidize the console, which is what makes consoles affordable. So they're not going to put PC on the Xbox. It's like, honestly, like if you could put Steam on your console, your Xbox right now, would you ever buy another game on Xbox? No, you wouldn't. It's just illogical. It doesn't make sense. They're walled gardens for a reason. I mean, sure, it'd be great. Yeah, throw Steam on this Xbox. I won't ever buy another Xbox game through them ever again. And they lose out on all that money on every single game purchase. See, it's just illogical. Kinda wanna come up here, but I feel like that guy's gonna like sneak behind me. No, he's gone? Okay. That was a bad shot. Now you gotta be watching your back in this. You never know when someone's gonna come from behind and smack you. Wow, how did I miss that shot? I deserve to die, but no, I'm going to be victorious. Where the hell is that sound from? Oh. I thought there was going to be a headshot there. It was a pretty good shot, I thought. Guess not. Set up gaming stations. Set up game stations at expos. What do you mean set up gaming stations at expos? They could make a deal with Steam. I highly doubt it. Hey Steam, you want to give us some of the money? It just doesn't work. I mean, I could see like Gabe handing off Steam and Valve to Xbox someday, you know, kind of like George Lucas did with Disney, but I just don't see it. Steam takes 30%? Yeah, all the marketplaces do it. Pretty standard in the business, 30%. Nintendo takes 30%. Steam takes 30%, Xbox takes 30%, PlayStation takes 30%. Pretty flat 30%. Same with like mobile, right? Like iOS, Android, they take 30%. This is why they make so much money.
Armed and ready.
Wait, that's a... Oh, that's Carmine. I thought for a second there that was like a locust behind me. I was like, what the hell? Sorry, the swarm. Didn't get any of them with that. What's that guy doing? Keep trying to like chainsaw me. I respect the attempts, but like, you know, in the open like that, what do you think I'm a bot? Well, I mean, Steam doesn't need to make Half-Life 3 or Counter-Strike or anything like that. They make like billions just having a store. They take, I just told you, they take 30% of everything. They don't need to make any games, Valve. I mean, I'd love if they did, but they don't need to. Like, if they never release another game again, they're still gonna make billions of dollars. They basically have a monopoly on, like, the PC space. Yeah, they don't need to release anything. And actually, they are, like, Half-Life 3 is actually being developed right now. Like, it's actually in active development at the moment. If you guys didn't know. It's actually being worked on. So it's coming. The online paywall? Why? They make lots of money there. Like, gaming cons? What do you mean at gaming? Like, are you asking if I like network at gaming conventions, or I don't really get the question. I get that you're mentioning gaming conventions, but like, what do you mean about them? The longest sequels? I think Duke Nukem was the longest sequel wait, wasn't it? Like 17 or 18 years. Am I waiting for Avowed? Yeah, I'm quite excited for Avowed. Again, I just wish it was at a higher frame rate. Scary Microsoft about Sega? I don't know, probably wouldn't do anything. You wouldn't notice a difference. It's not like they would remove them from any platforms. Seriously, like, the end of the day, the only difference that you would see of Microsoft owning any other companies in this industry is just more games would be on Game Pass. They've given up on exclusives, so it's not like it would change anything. It would be the equivalent of Tencent owning companies, and at least it'd be a Western company owning them. Seriously, like, if Xbox went and they bought EA tomorrow, everything's just gonna be third-party anyways. The only difference is that you get your sports games for free on Game Pass. And there's no negatives. Well, there'd be like a loss of staff, I guess. They would probably, like, Xbox would lay off a lot of people, but you know, like from a consumer standpoint, you wouldn't notice any difference if they bought Sega going forward. None of it would be locked away and exclusive. Yeah, I'm trying to get what you mean. Like, go to conventions. Like, I used to do E3 and CS and stuff like that, but I don't really understand the query there. Yeah. That's actually funny, like, Xbox is the reason we have, like, paid online on consoles. PlayStation didn't used to have paid online until they realized they were losing all this money that Xbox is making.
Yeah, that's right.
Ah, damn it, dude. I thought I had that one. Nasher body count medal. Wonder what that's for. Does anyone know what that is? God, Xbox can't legally make Call of Duty exclusive. They forfeited that for 15 years? I think it is. 15 years? Yeah, legally they can't make it exclusive for 15 years. I think. Was it longer? I believe it's 15 years they can't make it exclusive. Or maybe they said, no, you can't have anything in perpetuity. Yeah, I think they can't make COD exclusive for 15 years. No, Ubisoft has previous cloud rights forever, and then 15 years of cloud rights going forward as well. Or is it 10 years? Is it 10 years for COD and 15 years for cloud?
Okay.
Yeah, and at that point, who cares anyways? 10 years from now. Yeah. Yeah, I've been keeping up with Windows Copilot. I don't really care too much though, because I'm still on Windows 10 and I don't plan to upgrade. But yeah, the Copilot stuff's a little weird. But I believe they're getting rid of most of it because of security complaints. My favorite thing is Microsoft being like, oh yeah, we're gonna be like carbon neutral, and then like the AI kind of race happened, and they're like, oh fuck that, screw the environment. We're all about this AI stuff. It's kind of hilarious. Like, at the end of the day, they're here to make money, but I'm just saying they could make a lot more money if they had a successful walled-off garden.
No such thing as mercy.
A payphone? Flyer for a Star Trek con. Oh, well, I usually cover the local expo every year, but I used to do E3 and stuff like that. Yeah, PlayStation fought very hard to block that deal. Xbox fought very hard for that deal, and then after a year, Xbox said, "Yeah, you know what? We shouldn't have fought at all for that deal because, you know, we're just gonna make everything not exclusive anyways." It's really funny how fast that kind of stuff shifts. I think it's because Xbox or Microsoft kind of assumed that they could just go in, buy Activision Blizzard, and no one would ask any questions. I think that's what kind of happened. I think Xbox literally was like, oh my god, this is our chance to buy Activision, and they didn't think past that at all. Like, they didn't think about antitrust, they didn't think about the logistics of it, they were just like, oh, this is our chance, and then didn't really have any foresight at all. Which, I legitimately think that's actually what happened. Because I think, hasn't Phil Spencer also said that he has like a blank check to buy Valve or Nintendo or something should the opportunity arise? I'm pretty sure he's actually said that. Like, if those companies go up for purchase, he's literally allowed to just go buy them. Which is an interesting way to think about it. Oh. Kind of thought that was gonna be a headshot. Man, I'm not hitting my headshots tonight. Kind of embarrassing. Did I switch guns at least? Nope. No, he's gonna execute me, isn't he? Oh, I deserve that. Did Microsoft want to make COD exclusive? Of course they wanted to. Call of Duty is a fine Earth Metal. I'm sure the thought, like, come on, you know the original thought process Microsoft had was, oh my god, we're gonna lock this bad boy down. But as soon as the legal hurdles came up, they're like, oh no. Or maybe they thought all along that there was gonna be money. I'm sure it was probably Phil Spencer sitting there being like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this exclusive. And then it was like the Microsoft heads being like, oh my god, we're just gonna make bank off of this. That's the thing, is, again, the CEO of Microsoft, he thinks that gaming is software. He thinks it's Office, he thinks it's Windows, he doesn't understand what exclusivity is. He doesn't see gaming as an art form, he doesn't see it like being something like movies or music, he sees it as like throwaway software. He doesn't understand the industry and how it works, he just wants to make money. So he probably, from their perspective, the higher-ups at Microsoft, they don't understand the exclusivity value. Whereas Phil Spencer was probably sitting there being like, oh my god, COD exclusive. It's like, I mean, why wouldn't you lock that down and just starve your competitor? If you can starve your competitor and win consoles, and you make lots of money. Tons of money. There's more money in having a walled-off garden than there is not having one. And that's why iOS and Android are fighting tooth and nail against the governments right now. Like the EU, and I think the US is probably going to give up on that. Over having their walled gardens. It's money. Microsoft buying Nintendo? In the short term, not high. In the long term, probably. But in the short term, you should probably sit there and like the stream. Subscribe and great, donations cool. Consider becoming channel member. Channel member gifted the Patreon option and the Discord for stream links. There's also the Amazon store affiliate link. Yeah. Flight Sim goes to PlayStation. Yeah, it's probably gonna be next year that Flight Sim comes to PlayStation. Sega, I already said that earlier, Xbox will be making a move on Sega. Yeah. Microsoft makes a buy for Valve. I think it's more likely that Gabe Newell hands Valve off to Xbox like George Lucas did with Star Wars, like Lucasfilm to Disney. I think that's actually a more likely case. Or he wants to cash out at some point. Seriously, I could see it happening. Flight Sim? Oh, Flight Sim will sell like fucking hotcakes on PlayStation, dude. I think you guys underestimate how big of a brand Flight Sim is. Yeah, Sidel, he's great for profit for Microsoft, but consumer side, he's struggled greatly. I think the big issue for him is he's not going to have any like big legacy purchases, because he's failed multiple times at buying like social media networks, because they've tried, was it Pinterest and TikTok they've tried to buy, and he doesn't have any like legacy acquisitions or like big legacy things at Microsoft, and I think he keeps trying to make that happen. It's kind of intriguing. But Xbox can't buy Ubisoft for 15 years as part of the cloud rights and everything like that, and the agreement they made with the European Union. They're not allowed to touch Ubisoft for 15 years. I was curious though if the fact that Xbox, now that Trump is in the US, I am curious if they may make an attempt to try to like get more favorable terms for that deal, because a lot of it was the US government kind of pressuring the CMA and working together. So I am curious if maybe they'll try to get that reworked. It's a long shot, but I think if there's the potential for them to make more money, they'll take it, which would be fascinating. The death of Filet streams. I don't know, Filet, when are you planning on dying? I'm almost out of water. The end is nigh, guys. Too much talking tonight. And then tomorrow we dine in COD. Look, Kevin's playing Starship Troopers, guys. The only good bug is a dead bug. Those streams were a lot of fun. I had a great time with Starship Troopers. I really like that game. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah, Starship Troopers is where it's at. Wish I at least had some more fun drink left. Ugh. Alright, let's get to it.
Seek to capture COG ground.
Ooh, someone's selling Lego Dimension sets. Do I need any of these? I'm gonna save this and look at this later.
Let's do this.
If only we had the foresight we have now. Or had the foresight for the info we have now in that Activision Blizzard deal. Tisk tisk tisk. Starship Troopers did very good. Yeah, very, very good. Well, the thing about Trump's admin is the fact that they're a lot more open for companies buying other companies, so like they're a little bit more freeing for acquisitions, if that makes sense. A lot of the legacy like companies that do like studios, like film and stuff like that, are very excited about this because they're trying to get themselves bought before they kind of like go under. And yeah, it's a very consolidation-friendly administration. That's what I always thought was weird, was the American government being so like against Xbox buying Activision, and it's like, isn't that like the American dream? Is two large American companies coming together to fight against like foreign entities and stuff? Isn't that just like the American thing to do? I mean, I don't know for sure. I sit on the outside of the country, but you get what I mean. I thought that was just like a big thing for them. I tried to show Kevin Earth Defense Force. I don't think he quite gets it. Yeah. Tencent, they are the Tencent version of the US, especially if they go third party, right? Yeah. Valve or Capcom? Capcom is an interesting company because I believe they're like the last family-owned publisher that exists. So you'd have to get the family to want to sell Capcom, which I don't think they do because they're very profitable. I think it's just a matter of when they buy another company. I think it'll be Sega. Sega. Yeah, I think it'll be Sega. Unless something comes up where they can get the chance to buy another company, but I think they'll work on Sega. The only problem with the Sega thing is kind of like cutting them off from Sammy. Because it's like the holder company. I think that would be harder to do. That guy really thought he was getting that torque bow, eh? Aw. Got me from behind. Yeah. Well, Xbox isn't at all a monopoly in gaming, even after buying Activision Blizzard. They're actually a pretty small amount of the actual industry. See, like, the fundamental thing is a lot of people misunderstand a monopoly. Like, you have to actually dominate your industry. Like, technically, Disney isn't even considered a monopoly, and they make 60% of the box office every single year for, like, what, 5+ years now? I think they had an off year last year because their movies bombed so badly, but, like, even having 60% isn't even a monopoly, and Xbox doesn't even have, like, close to that as a percentage of the industry. It was even shown, like, during the Activision Blizzard case, like, you can go and look for all the different countries of the world, none of them believe Microsoft owning Activision Blizzard would even create close to a monopoly. The only real antitrust issues that stuck was the cloud monopoly potential, and that isn't even a market that exists yet. They were more fighting for the idea of a potential monopoly of something that's theoretical, basically. Because we don't even know if people like playing off the cloud. I mean, eventually that'll be the way gaming goes, but yeah, we're counting off the theoreticals. I know I spent 2 years covering Activision Blizzard, guys. I know all the deets. Got all the info on this bad boy. But they're not a monopoly. What a long day. Long, long day. Damn it. PC gaming? I mean, like, yeah, sure, the PC is like Microsoft, but they don't actually make money off the PC stuff. If anything, you'd argue Valve has a monopoly in that industry, and they technically don't. There's lots of competitors like Epic and GOG and blah blah blah, but yeah, the closest to a monopoly would be PC side on Valve owning that. It's actually impressive how big Valve is. I think that would actually be a really hard purchase for Xbox to get through and be Valve, but I think it could happen. We'll have to wait and see. I think the big issue right now is like interest rate stuff, and yeah, it's not a prime buying time necessarily. It's getting better, but not a prime buying time. Unless the right opportunity pops up. Xbox is a monopoly? Yeah, well, we have that Xbox Monopoly board. Someday we'll do an IRL stream of Xbox Monopoly. It'll be great. Actually, the real monopoly is Nintendo with the low-end console market that PlayStation and Xbox were like creating, basically. the low-end console market. Who will step up to compete against Nintendo in the low-end console market? Who, I say? The low-end console market. Fucking funny. Ah. But I do Monopoly and chat with the online game. No, Zero. People online from the streams are not coming to chat in the streams. God damn it, man. No matter how many ways you try to swing this, Zero, people are not coming to chat in on the streams.
Stunning victory. Those gears who walked before you.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Overwatch? I don't think Overwatch would sell consoles, honestly. Like, maybe a little bit. How old Nintendo is? Yeah, they're ancient. They used to make, like, little, like, base... Well, I don't even know if they had electronics, but they used to make, like, really basic toys back in the day. Yeah. Anyways, it'll be interesting to see how this industry changes in the years to follow. I'm sure there's lots that are that's gonna happen. It's already changed a ton over like 5 years. It's like, who knows where this stuff's going in the future. It's never a boring industry, let's put it that way. It's never a boring industry. Oh, come on. Anyways, it'll be fun to play COD tomorrow. I'm wondering if I'm going to do it on Xbox so I get my Battle Pass tokens for Modern Warfare 3 2, or if I'll do them on PlayStation so it looks better. Really undecided. I can trust you guys? Yeah, okay. Sure. Sure. They never whine about graphics. That is the amazing thing about Nintendo, is they keep those budgets for those games really low, so even if something is a bit of a failure, it's still not bad. It's like Sony Pictures for film, you know, it's like their movies, incredibly low budgets, but, you know, so if something fails, it's not that bad of a failure. I think Nintendo's done that because they're successfully keeping at, like, you know, that 1080p range instead of having to make stuff for 4K, so it's a lot cheaper. asset development, everything. Also, Nintendo games can be very visually simplistic. Hell, like Zelda like runs terribly, but that game sounds like hotcakes. Absolute hotcakes. Get this frag grenade, thank you very much. I'm disappointed you let that guy kill you, but it is what it is. Oh, you're a bot. What? What? I can't believe that guy got me, man. That's tragic is what that is. Anyways, I think the thumbnail turned out amazing for the stream. As soon as I heard about the no red circle thing, I was like, oh my god, that's like the Indiana Jones game. Where he's drawn the red circle. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. This map is really cool too. It reminds me, there's a Gears 2 level that's kind of like this, which was neat. I don't remember what that one was called, but it's kind of cool. I like when they have these maps set in the hollow. It's like a very neat color range in here. With all the emulsion and stuff. Oh, that's a dead corpse. Look at that big ugly thing. Oh. It's pretty in an ugly sort of way. It's very monstrous. God, the fun-spirited discussions of Xbox dying, it always warms my soul. To think a year ago at this time, we weren't even talking about Xbox dying. Only a year ago. And that's when things got bad. That's when things got real bad. And I'd like to say that things are gonna look up again, but no, this is it. Do I like COD Zombies? Yeah, it's actually really enjoyable this year. I usually waste a good hour or two including it in my COD streams, honestly. Usually gets around 30 or something. Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. You guys aren't even trying. They got like a full team too. It's like, what's going on out there? Yeah, I was kind of hoping I get like a kill out of that. Didn't even stun him, really? Wow. Great way to advertise Indiana Jones. It just fits perfectly, doesn't it? There's no reason a game can't be a great game and have great visuals and great performance. The hell did this guy go? Oh. Ah, crap. This guy is just running around chainsawing people. I respect the hustle. My highest round at zombies? 38? Was it 38 or 39? Right? Was it a 38 or 39? I don't know, it's one on one of the streams. Yeah, 38 or 39. Right? Yeah. Definitely, yeah, 38 or 39. I'd have to see which stream it was, but did pretty well. God, this looks so cool. Yeah, that next Gears is gonna be sick. They're masters of UE5, so hopefully it turns out well. It's gonna be like super sharp on the PS5 Pro, man. A Gears of War game coming out looking better on PlayStation than Xbox. Wild. Absolutely wild. Oh, I get killed? Dude. That sucks. Weren't you here for the zombies runs, or did you miss those stream or that stream where I was like tanking it out? It's actually pretty funny. You just like pop on the zombies and you just like mow through it. The only issue is it like takes away from my grinding multiplayer stuff out. Yeah, because it takes so long. Yeah, because it's like, you know, you do a streaming COD and then like 2 hours of it is zombies. That's like precious. And you get like poor XP gain from zombies. And yeah, you don't get to grind out your guns. You know, like multiplayer skins, basically. You can get the zombie skins and levels, but you know what I mean. Day and day with PlayStation? I know, right? It's looking rough. Yeah, well, I was reading, apparently Phil Spencer is fine. It was just a bad photo of him, I guess, or something like that. He's just lost a lot of weight and he's getting in shape again. So yeah, apparently he is healthy, I guess. Yeah, but he was looking ill. Which would have been eerily representative of the Xbox consoles. Which I think I can make fun of and make a joke of now that I know he's okay. Yeah. That series, they're not doing the Pro. They skipped it for next gen because these ones are selling so bad. I'm actually a little bummed out that they don't have a mid-gen refresh for Xbox. It's so fun sitting there and revisiting all these like games on PlayStation 5 Pro, and it's like, ah, it would have been so cool to be doing this on the Xbox side of things. The other problem too is like when you miss out on like the mid-gen refreshes, when it gets to the next gen, you have all these games that don't run and look as good. Yeah. But they would look better with your likes on the stream. Subscribing's great, donation's cool, consider becoming channel member. Channel member gifted, the Patreon option, and the Discord for stream links. There's also the Amazon store affiliate link, you know, for show.
Hey, they were mine.
It's a harsh flashbang. Not as bad as COD though. COD flashbangs are blinding. MVP. Nice.
For the cog, for your brothers and sisters.
Well, Starfield will be on PlayStation next year. The Ozempic thing? Yeah, I saw a bunch of people mentioning Ozempic. But I don't know for sure. I forgot to back out so I could prestige. I wonder how much XP I lost. I want to be in this lobby, but like I need to... You know... I need to prestige. That was the dumbest thing they ever did, was not allow you to prestige while you're in the game. Because it's not like prestiging does anything in this. Or sorry, re-upping. It's not like it does anything. All it does is take me out of a lobby that I was in. I don't think I can replay with them, can I? I gotta like just matchmake. Ah, fuck. Hope it rejoins me to that lobby, but probably not. I'll be stuck with no one. Sucks to suck to suck. Any achievements I'm missing? Re-up 20 times. I didn't even get... There's not even one for 10? You have 15 gamer score for re-upping 20 times? God, the achievements in this are a joke. Absolute joke. Do-do-do. Well, I think them releasing the Elder Scrolls 6 is that a launch title for their next console exclusively would have been a system seller, but... Oh well, it's over. Doesn't matter. We've had a lot of time to move on, it's just people in denial still that haven't accepted things. But they will. I mean, it can't literally be more blatant than, like, the guy literally saying there won't be exclusives. It literally can't get more clear. Like, literally can't. Fuck, I'm screwed. There was this great lobby I was in, but I had to get this stupid frickin' prestiging. curse my need to prestige. Curses. Bum, 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 bum. Man, long wait time my ass. See, that's the thing I don't get too, is like, why can't I rejoin that match that I was just in? Like, it doesn't even give me the option to. I have to ask them to play. Which is the dumbest thing they ever could have added on the console. Outside of the new friend system. The new friend system is pretty stupid. Genuinely dumb. Don't worry guys, we'll be back in a new match soon. Then we can cut and chainsaw. Blood drive. See, we just joined the same lobby anyways. It would have just let me like freaking just join them. It wouldn't have to wait that long. Where's the other team at? They all quit? That's not very nice, Carmine. So I'm on a team with one other real player, and the other team was 4 real players. Damn, when I left, I guess the whole lobby failed. Yeah. The whole lobby failed. Anyways, COD should be a lot of fun tomorrow. What do you guys think? Should I do it on the Pro or should I do it on the Xbox? I guess I should load up the Xbox to see how many tokens I have for the Battle Pass and then decide. But like, is there any benefit of streaming it on Xbox over PlayStation? It just looks worse. I guess the controller batteries? Oh, I should have went for the kill there when he did that knife. God, I'm messing up here. Easy does it. A new engine for Elder Scrolls 6? No, it's just going to use the creation engine 2.0 that Starfield used. Why would they make a new engine? Like, you guys do know the, like, Starfield, like, engine technology was, like, a massive upgrade, right? Like, massive upgrade.
Enemy spotted.
Damn it. A PlayStation emote? I don't know if I can. I have a more favorable PlayStation contact now, but like I have to get like pre-approval for that stuff. Like Xbox or Microsoft, they said like go nuts, you can use like anything for emotes. But like yeah, PlayStation, I was never really able to get the okay on that. But I do have a more favorable PlayStation PR contact that's looking like now. Yeah. The content I put out for the PS5 Pro was apparently eye-opening for my contacts, so we'll see how this works. Long term, we'll see how this works out. Yeah. My Series X? What's wrong with my Series X? Nothing wrong with it. Runs fine. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it at all. We did have some things that might have been issues, but yeah, they weren't in the long term, I guess. Yep, it's perfectly fine. The only issue is nobody else wants to buy one. So there's no sales. And then there's less people to watch my videos and streams. This disc. Oh fuck, where did everybody go? Freaking hell, dude, where did my squad go? There was a whole team there. More Arma videos? I don't know. Do I own it on PlayStation? I don't know if I own it on PlayStation. Is it even out on PlayStation or for Forger? I don't have any immediate plans to do more Arma stuff. Bohemia actually kind of pissed me off by not sending me codes for the DayZ DLC, so I'm kind of a little, like, not happy with them at the moment. Yeah. So I don't have any immediate plans for more Arma stuff, but you never know. I do revisit that one occasionally for a video. I think if I did, it would have to be like a big update, like if it was leaving game preview, or maybe like next summer I might do a video on it, because there'll be like lots of changes that'll have happened since last time doing it, but or if it comes to PlayStation, I guess, or something like that, but no immediate plans on Arma. Or when Arma 4 comes out, you know, that one, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, basically the Bohemia, they just completely ghosted me on the DayZ DLC, and I was pretty pissed about it. Like, are you serious? What? Oh, come on! Oh, jeez. I will say there's lots more PlayStation videos coming, though. I got a whole bunch of stuff filmed. How did I end up burning myself? That looked so cool for 2 seconds, and then I incinerated myself. Ridiculous. How did that even happen? Oh, we should probably be about 13% more cheery tomorrow when we're playing COD. That'll be exciting. "13% more cheery." You couldn't tell if they made a new engine. Well, they did make a new engine. It was Creation Engine 2.0, and if you couldn't tell the difference between Fallout and Starfield as far as like the improvements technology-wise, then you really are completely lost, man. There is a massive difference in fidelity and technology between those two. It's almost like slightly arrogant to say otherwise. Thrash ball. Yeah, 66 seconds. Any weapons I can go get? Oh, the Scorcher's almost back. Apparently all I do is scorch myself. Kinda surprised I didn't body the second guy right away there. Bit strange. Multi-seconds, 60 seconds. You know, the rings capture faster if we capture them together, guys. Damn bots. And they're ridiculously accurate lance of fire. Well, I'm kinda happy I re-upped tonight. I think with the streaming we do these days, when Gears ED comes out, I should probably be a pretty high level in it, I would imagine. Probably be streaming a lot of that one. I guess the question is, will I be streaming it on Xbox or PlayStation at that point? Huh. Gears on PlayStation, I never thought I'd see the day. I mean, there was that Gears 3 PS3 build or whatever, but that was just for Unreal testing. But yeah, that's gonna be wild.
Good.
Absolutely wild. Alright, let's have another good round. But all these guys are like freaking like 30th prestige and stuff. Like that guy is he's 39th prestige. 39th prestige. There's definitely a hunger a little bit in the Gears community for something new, I'm imagining. Ah, damn it, I think the fire took a little bit too much of my health away. Too much. Nice, it should be a lot of fun doing COD. I'm actually kind of excited. Little amped up for it. Battle Pass. We'll have to see if there's any momentum from the PS5 Pro drop on that one. Damn it. Legit jellyfish. I actually kind of like that gamer tag. It's silly because it has numbers in it, but still personal. Yeah, I kind of miss when gamer tags actually had to be unique. Nowadays it's like Discord where they can be anything, but a lot more character in the back of the day. A lot more character. Nice. Good job, jellyfish. It's like a little shrimp from Hell Let Loose. That's a very dramatic camera angle to die at. And then he dies right in the same spot. That's kind of funny. Fuck. Can I get a revive, please? Obviously not. But yeah, I do ponder how many more of these Death of Xbox things we'll have to do. How many more times we'll get to play Gears. It's a perfect Gears excuse. It's just to come in here and stream this one during these types of streams. Or maybe it'll be Halo next we'll put in. I didn't want to do Halo because we just, you know, did the Halo 2 thing. The Halo 2 Classic stream last weekend. Right? Yeah, last weekend. Ow.
Down they go!
Nice. They actually do a really good job of visual identity in this game. We all look different, but we all have the blue lighting, so we all kind of look the same. Nice. Never something that's talked about for years either. Been like that since the original as well. You can really clearly tell the difference. Outside of the fact that, you know, they're giant hulking monsters and we're people, but... yeah. Nice. Oh, fuck. What a waste. Yeah, fillet. Yeah. Actually, did anybody poke Dean in the Discord? I wonder what he is up to. Must just be busy at work or something. Gotta do those wellness checks. Oh, god damn it. At least I burned him with the Incendy, I guess, but still. Fuck. I wonder if the Incendy's there. Oh yeah, no, I died over here. Ah, it is. That guy had one Incendy left. I'll finish your kill off for you. You're very welcome, sir. Okay, like, maybe is it like the Microsoft servers today, or it's kind of seemed laggier than usual. I shoot, I chainsaw, I do it all. I mostly like to think of it as Gears with the side of the death of Xbox. It's like a full course meal of chaos. Yeah.
Enemy spotted!
I wonder if that is actually going to send this franchise to, like, new sales heights. It's actually seeing it on PlayStation and Nintendo. Gears of War Nintendo Switch Edition. At least they'll make lots of money off of it, I guess. Maybe I should think of it that way. The only way we actually get a Gears collection is because they're wanting to port it to Nintendo platforms. Xbox problems today. Yeah, so I take it they haven't fully fixed that because of the server issues. I had like 2 disconnects from Gears tonight while streaming. I don't know how these servers have so many problems. It's not like there's many people playing on them. Bam! Alright.
Victory. One of our coalition.
That's good enough for tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed the No Red Line Death of Xbox stream. Tomorrow, COD, and lots of other videos on the channel and stuff. Great things here. And this is always fun playing Gears of War. I love it. And, yeah, I think our conversational bit died down anyways. Otherwise, I'd play some more Gears, but always love jumping back in this one. Y'all have a great one. And, yeah, COD tomorrow. Same time. Be there, be square.